All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's a new Thursday and a new year today. Today is 1/1/26, and it's 8 o'clock Central Time. Once again, for people in the boxes, we welcome you to bring us in with the new year and tell us what your plans are. What do you think? What are you hoping for? What are your hopes and maybe tell us some past failed experiments on New Year's. So let's talk about it. We'll be right back after we play a beautiful new intro song for about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm your host, Waylon, the Indoor Farmer, and this is People in the Boxes.
These boxes where to keep people in the boxes. Smiles, pixel halos, fractured hearts, like it lasts in frozen eyes. You unmute and then confess all your secret civil wars from a couch in yesterday's sweat. People in the boxes screaming through a silver frame. Patchwork of a misfit stitched together by a name. People in the boxes, tiny squares of raging grace, breaking through the glass just to feel a face. Just to feel a face. You say your boss is just a mask. You say your hope is half awake. We pass the mic like passing scars. Trade our trauma, trade our taste. Topic of the week, are we? More than signals, less than souls. Someone laughs, someone cries, someone's kid runs through the call.
We can't hear you. You're muted.
Okay. Yes, I was just making fun that I somehow switched my scene to show you guys my farm, my indoor garden with the lights off. That's all. But yeah, I guess Kim will be right back. Must have got booted or something. But yeah, we're back. We're back, and we're here again. Another year, 2026, and it's already been. People already been trying to steal my cool this year. People have been trying to steal my cool this year, Kat. And you know what?
Can't let them.
I hate to tell you all, but I already stole my cool years ago. And I replaced it with super cool. Okay, we're super cool over here. So you got to have special gloves to touch this cool. Okay, you got to buy it. You got to go to like the butcher or somewhere special, like a grocery store, to buy it. Block, it's like steam coming off of it, but it's just that kind of cool, But it has been a stressful day already this year. I've had a headache today. It's been ups and downs though. I've had some good things happen already this year. Very minor good things, but it's always good to like figure things out when something happens. Like for me, it was about a video game. I was pretty sad that something wasn't working out, and then I figured it out. You know what? That felt good. It felt good. I haven't really done anything else though this year. What about you, ladies? Have you accomplished anything? Laundry, dishes? Have you accomplished? Have you gotten anything? Like I haven't done laundry or dishes today. I did go to the grocery store. I accomplished that. I got to the store. I got. I spent like what was it? Maybe not quite $200, I think, in groceries. So I feel like stocked up a little bit. So that feels good, right? Did you ladies do anything today?
I made lunch today, and I mean,
Hey.
I don't feel like I cleaned my house. I feel like I clean as I go. So like it's just part of the process in cooking. So
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I guess I kind of did dishes. I mean,
I'm not saying that you should have had to. I'm just naming off some like minor things that can make us feel like, hey, we got something done today. Even though it's just the first day of the year.
Isn't there a rule that you're not supposed to do laundry on the first day of the year?
I don't know, but like it doesn't have to be chores. I just thought of chores as like the lowest common denominator as far as like getting something accomplished. Like what about you, Kim? Did you I don't know, spend some time with the animals or maybe like the plants? Like did you do anything, or did you maybe did you catch up on some of your stories? Did you watching the boob tube? What'd you do today? Just be honest. You can be honest here. This is a safe place, right? #PITB, everybody. How are you?
Well, I have 8 animals, and they're always hungry, so they get fed twice a day.
Okay,
if I don't feed them, then all hell breaks loose, especially with the cow cat.
Okay, I'll give you that.
That cat, like, he gets pissed off when he's hungry. Like, he starts attacking you, and he gets pissy. He's funny.
So, do you feed them all kind of like at the same time? Is it a big deal? Yeah. So I
have an organized way that I do it because the cow cat, the tuxedo, that cat will eat his food. He'll eat the dog's food. He will stick his face in everybody's food and try to eat everybody's food. This cat has a ferocious appetite. So,
lock that bitch up in the bedroom.
Well, no, dude. You should have seen. He tore the fuck out of my carpet. I did that once.
That deserves a nice little tight kennel. The kind that they can only sit in. They can't go anywhere else.
And he figured out how to open doors. He busted out of the kennel. I sat there and I watched him bust out of his fucking kennel. Like this.
Was it like a carrier kennel, or was it like
it's one of those big big cage kennels? He's an interesting cat. He's the one that I rescued about a year ago. This month, I think it was like middle of the month in January. I rescued him. I didn't rescue. I adopted him. They were going to euthanize him because he was a vicious cat. But he's funny, man. He's a trip. But I have
Hey,
an order that I feed everybody in. So little dog gets fed first. The new baby cat gets fed second. Then I start making the big dog's food, and then I feed the big dogs, let the little dog out to poop, and then I feed the cats. And then while I'm feeding the cats and the dogs are finishing up what they're eating, when they finish up, I let them to go out to poop.
it's like a dance. If you don't
It
do it
is,
just right, you're fucked. I've been
yeah.
feeding. I had to get up and get out of the house just for the dog food today. Otherwise, I could have probably just like squeaked by without having to go and get anything for myself.
Well,
But then
I make my own dog and cat food, so that was a thing.
that's a
So
whole other chore right there. Did you make it
yeah, it
today?
takes about and so two cats I make their cat food a certain way. The other two cats, I make their food a certain way. And the dogs get relatively the same food.
Mm. What do you guys think about that intro? What'd you think about that song, huh?
Pretty good.
I thought it was good, man. It gets my blood pumping, man. I listen to that, I'm just like, yeah. Man, it's like the way some of the words in it are funny though. It's like he's talking about suddenly he just like cock on the walk. He says like out of nowhere, like who's telling you to say that? I don't know, but it sounded fine. I guess it put it in there. Hey, but hey, listen, we got 24 people here already. I'd love to see us get. So we already smashed what I wanted for the door prize. The other day I couldn't even get 20 people in here. It was just like a slow day. I was playing a lot of Christmas music that was at this concert I went to. It was actually pretty good stuff. Alice loved it. Shouts out Alice. And anyway, I was like, okay. I told myself at that time like we got to have at least 20 people in here before I do a door prize from now on. But secondly, I still have this offer open. Oh, zoom in for dramatic effect. This offer, if we can get up to 30 people on Rumble, specifically, right now we have 8, then I will do a $20 door prize instead of a $5 door prize. Actually, so let me back up. I will even give it out to people who are non-members if we can do that. So that's what we're looking at. It's the first day of January, so I want to try to blow out all our numbers and stuff on Rumble because every month I have I have this special list of things I have to get done. So let's try and do that. Anyway, today we're going to be kind of just talking about the new year in general, or also kind of open conversation. So we're looking to see if anybody wants to come up and have a chat with us. It's pretty sad up here all by ourselves with 3 of us. Let's go. Let's tag some people. Let's who else wants to come up on screen and chit chat? Let's see, maybe Mikey. I don't know. Let's see. What happened to my dog hair on my sleeve? How could that be? How could that be after I was just holding the dog? Let's copy the link. In fact, let's share it out to some people in the messenger. How about that?
Oh, goodness.
Let's share it out. Tag some friends. We have had a pretty good roll on the Facebook there. Let's try and blow it out of the water and find some interesting characters, if you will. I was live yesterday with Nancy and Tom. Maybe I'll send it out to them. Maybe they will want to pop up. Let's see, for a bit, if you guys want.
Does anybody else have an animal that will bite you if you don't respect their demand for attention?
No, because I'm pretty, I guess, I don't know how to describe it, but I get on them pretty early when it comes to like biting for attention, and the classic where they
I
want to
think
jump up on you. Even the
I
little
think
one, the big one, they all want to jump up at you when they're little, and then they
he
get
thinks
this.
that he's love biting, but it's not. He
Well,
bites
cats
hard
are like
for
that,
love
yeah.
bite.
Cats do like to bite for affection, yeah.
Yeah, and his hurt. And like, if I don't stay
Hey, Kim,
occupied with his
Big Mike,
attention,
come on up.
he freaking bites hard.
Come on up, Mikey. Come on up, anybody. Let's see. I'm gonna send it out to Red Six. He said he may be able to pop up. Yeah, I mean, look, we had a conversation. Let's just be out with it. We had a conversation in the chat, in the people in the boxes chat, and Kim said she doesn't like resolutions. She doesn't do resolutions, and that's fine. I feel like the term itself has like a lot of, I don't know, sort of cheesy kind of connotations to it. Like it's like a thing that people talk about, but never really, like it's like a trope that you don't actually fulfill it, or you actually don't follow through or whatever. Hey, Lisa May's popped in. So I get that side of things. Like you don't, some people, and I don't know, maybe Kim, you can elaborate, but some people don't like to do that because there's a high chance that they're not going to follow through with it. Oh, Kim stepped away. But a lot of people will not make resolutions because, oh, you're right. You just dipped out. Because they think, well, if I'm just going to, not make it happen, then why should I do it? Because then you feel bad because you had this, somehow like somewhat laid out plan or whatever. I'm not really saying that we should have a laid out plan, but I feel like it is a good time to think about like some of the things that we want to work on with ourselves, whether that be a project at home or a project with ourselves, me going to the gym or something like that. But yeah, anyway, we got Elisa May up in here. What's up, Elisa?
What's up?
Welcome.
I don't really make a New Year's resolution either. I guess I have goals that I want to do, but
that's fine. I feel like they should carry over, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of stepped on you, but yeah. I don't see any problem with that. I feel like we should have goals, and if we didn't complete them last year, they can still be a 2026 goal,
Why do you want to pressure yourself about stuff like that, though?
Because you need to make goals for yourselves, and a lot of people don't. You don't think so?
I
don't think you're better off if you like set goals and like better yourself by trying to push yourself towards those goals? That's like every self-help book ever. I feel like they say that. I mean,
yeah, but you don't have to be down if you don't fulfill the goals.
Right. I feel like there's nuance there. Maybe maybe have some light goals, but don't like be so much pressure on yourself. And I understand what you're saying, Kim. Like it can be a lot of pressure. Trust me, especially when there's little things that maybe it's a goal of yours, but you don't actually know how to complete it. Like for me, I'm exercising, but that might not be, and I'm trying to work on my diet, but those things actually might not be my main issue. I might have other issues like nutrient deficiencies or even a parasite. I keep talking about that on Wednesdays. Like I'm going to do a parasite cleanse this year at some point, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I might do a little bit of multiple things, but I've been seeing things where it's like you might have like a little bit of gut fat or whatever it is. Like there's certain places where a parasite can actually make it seem like or can make you look like you're fat, but actually it's a parasite. And a lot of people have parasites that don't know it. That's been something I've been seeing on, you talk about stuff and you start seeing the posts more often of that thing or whatever. And it's like seeing all these cleanses and they talk about it and they show these pictures and video of the little parasites inside the gut. And it's like, and I'm like, that's gotta be my problem. Right. But anyway, my point is that's something I want to get done this year. At least for me, I want to try do something. Maybe there's a black seed oil and oregano oil combination that I saw. I think.
Yeah, that's the one I do.
You saw that? Cool.
I started taking it.
Oh, when did you start that?
Maybe 2 weeks now.
Now, we don't have to get too gross with it, but you do have to kind of look at the results in the bathroom, be like, what's going on there? What's going on? That's kind of like, I don't know, for people that like to see weird stuff. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to see that, because for one, that's not in you anymore, and for two, you're like, okay, I did have that. I did have a parasite, so it kind of
Even
confirms
if you
you.
don't have parasites, we're putting all kinds of toxins in our body every day. And black seed oil and oregano is a natural way to cleanse your body of it. So.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good call for a lot of things, I guess. I feel like there's some overlap, and I don't really know specifically what kind of toxins, but I did see a story recently about how they found microplastics in the clouds now. So it's raining, and like there's a whole, it's changing weather patterns because it's in the clouds. And
I looked at some research recently, the last couple of days, about microplastics being in your blood and in your brain and stuff like that. I think the article that I saw, wait, what was it? I don't know. I saw an article on it and I shared it, and one of my Facebook friends came back and said something about that they're using tamarind to remove it from the gut. And that's well and good, but how do you get it out of your brain, your heart, places where it's embedded in your
the
blood?
testicles.
Because what they're saying is that it's, what the article was saying was that it's like accelerating, what do you call it? When you're, the
I
stuff
got
that
an echo from somebody, ladies. It's accelerating like your leaky gut, I think.
No, it's accelerating like your, you know how you get like blood, you get plaque and stuff that builds up in your arteries is what causes heart attacks, and it's accelerating that in people. So how do you get it out of your arteries?
Well, I could
researching that, and one of the only things that they have is to take your blood out and to clean it of the microplastics.
Now, I know that they found some promising organisms that will eat plastic too. I don't know how they could maybe clean blood with that, but to your point, cholesterol and plaque and stuff, I would say as a small stopgap, maybe a small band-aid, if you will, maybe people should pay a little more attention to the actual, the regular plaque that's happening from food and other whatever, health issues. And maybe we can move towards a little healthier diet aside from plastic. Now, again, I don't know if that would make a difference, but I think it could make a difference on at least kind of the idea of affect what you can, or whatever, like what you have control over.
They're looking at all kinds of people, not just people that are fat and unhealthy. These are,
well, touche.
Cross sample of all kinds of people.
So, well, it makes me wonder then: are they seeing dangerous levels of plaque in a healthy person as well, and as someone who already has other plaque? I don't know the details of plaque, to be honest, but like someone who might have plaque buildup.
Plaque is caused plaque is caused by, people think that it's caused by your, LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, but it isn't. The factor that makes it turn into plaque is, so plaque is like this stuff that sticks and it hardens into your arteries. And what makes it do that, there has to be the triglycerides. So if your triglycerides are high and your bad cholesterol are high, then it's going to stick to your arteries. The triglycerides come from the sugars. So if you're eating a diet high in sweet stuff, or overconsumption of
bread and stuff like that,
no carbohydrates,
carbs, yeah,
extra carbohydrates, even eating your overage, if you're eating too much protein, the excess protein turns into glycogen, which is sugar.
Did you say poutine? I'm just kidding.
No, glycogen.
You ever heard of poutine? I don't know what that
No,
is,
I
but
can't say that
I
I
know it's
recognize that
a
word.
thing. Come on, Elisa. At least you're closest to me, so you haven't seen it in the store. Poutine.
What the hell is poutine?
I don't know how it's spelled, but I know it's a real word. Let me look it up. Poutine. It's like a dip of some kind, right?
A dip?
Poutine.
Like a vegetable dip, or
Not that with gravy on it.
it's what?
Oh, maybe not. Okay. Poutine is a dish of French fries and cheese curds topped with a hot brown beef and chicken stock gravy. Yes. Okay.
Gross.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds
See,
disgusting.
Kat knew what I was talking about. It's called poutine.
That sounds disgusting.
The word just is funny. I like it. It's from Quebec.
I was gonna say it sounds French.
It's French. We put cheese curds and some
Yeah,
hot
but anyway,
brown gravy.
so they're starting to attribute microplastics in your arteries. You know, and there's a lot of concerns because they're finding it deposited in people's brains. They don't know the implications for that yet.
Mhm. Yeah, it sucks.
You know, so I'm sitting here like reading this and going, okay, so I've already been trying to take endocrine disruptors as much out of my life as possible, and it's really, really hard to do that. Like, I'm not going to be using fabric softener anymore. I can cut that out. You know, like, I wish I could find a good alternative for detergent, but I'm super picky. I don't like my clothes to stink. I don't know. I need a good alternative for that. But
Big
like
Mike, where you at?
shampoo and lotion and everything, anything that's got a scent in it has endocrine disruptors in it. And then you have your PFAs and all of that shit. Like, all this stuff comes from petroleum products. I'm telling you, petroleum products are killing us.
Yep. It'll
So
be a
I'm
long time before
trying
we can
as much as
change
I
it.
can to switch over to like all glass instead of plastic dishes or plastic storage. I'm turning everything into glass, you know, going back to glass. I've got some stainless steel. I just threw out all of my skillets that have that.
See, these are all good goals that you could have put down for a new year.
Those aren't goals, dude.
Yeah, they are. My
No,
goal
they're not.
of removing plastics from my life. Okay, all right. We can argue about it all day, but yes, you have a plan to remove plastics. Like, what other word do you want to use there? Goal, plan, decision. Like, it's happening in the future, and you want it to happen. So that's a goal. Listen, if anybody out there wants to come up, I got the link tagged or pinned on Facebook. And if you want to be on the wheel, make sure you comment for the door prize. If we can get up to 30 people in the Rumble, looks like it's kind of around 10 to 15 tonight. But if we can get up to 30, I will make it a $20 gift card or gift code. Comment on the Rumble, on the Facebook, and the YouTube. I see a couple of YouTubers out there. Where's Big Mikey at? Where'd you go, Big Mike? You stopped in to say hi to Kayla and Elisa.
It
Are
just
you
got
here?
an hour and was gonna go lay down.
I didn't see that. Oh, back this way? Oh, I see. All good. Well, he stops to say hi at least. I appreciate that. A lot of people aren't late nighters, so it's like that. Ted, what's up? Comment, Ted. I'll put you on the wheel. I see you, Kim. I appreciate it. Ted, you want to come up? Remember, you don't have to have Rumble to be up here. You just have to use the link like you would on StreamYard.
I saw
Try,
Ted's
Ted.
post the other day that he had -5 or something like that degree temperature.
I don't know. We're in the same state. You should be not that far off from me.
I don't know. It was
Not
like
too
really
bad.
cold. I was like, holy crap.
Much love, Ted. We'll see you later. Are you gonna hang out? You gonna come up? All right. Yeah. So this is what happens when we do a not the game We just hang out and like, what do you guys want to talk about? Elisa, Kat, what's up? Cool. Yeah,
Elisa, we can't hear you.
both muted.
I got to have the cops show up here last night. It was kind of interesting.
Well, don't use up all your current event stuff.
Yeah.
I have one. I have one I'm saving for this month. Alice, I see
Yeah,
you.
I've got a couple of them.
What's up, Alan? Hey, Cullen.
Hey, my New Year's Day started off making time and a half,
Nice.
sleeping, cleaned up the house, and got food.
Well, there you go. See, that's what I was
Got to
talking
go
about
get
earlier.
home.
That's a lot of accomplishments. You worked all day. You got a full day of work in. You know, made that extra money. It's very nice. I spent most of the day playing VR, swinging my arms. My arms are pretty sore, actually, to be honest, from all the swinging around, swinging fake swords and axes, busting heads. Nobody seems to like that, though. You know, nobody seems to like to watch it anyway. I need to find a gamer crowd that like that stuff. I think I might start going live on Rumble some more. Alice, over on the YouTube. I see ya.
You need to be in gamer groups to share it into where they want to watch it.
You might be right, but you might be the fact that groups don't really do anything for anybody anymore.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'm like I could share to 100 cannabis groups, and that's won't get us anywhere. Like as far as another person.
Yeah, they can't be dead groups.
Mm-hmm. Well, but I also feel like just groups in general, people aren't really interacting with them in groups. Like I share to this one group, it's just basically a big share hole for content creators, and it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, I share to Kind and Gentle Soul sometime, and they get a lot of posts put in there, but nobody really reacting to them.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Alice,
people are really turned off by Facebook right now.
Mm-hmm.
Social media
It should be.
general.
I've been talking about it, and I agree. I think more people, especially like when we talk about, say, the 11 people on Rumble, most of them are not commenters. They're mostly people that have been interested in just watching our conversation week to week, and I feel like that's fine, because I feel like that's more of the crowd of people watching a show. Facebook is a different kind of beast where everybody's responding to each other in the chat with the reply function, which isn't in the other chats. So I feel like there's a different feel when you're watching. And on Facebook, there's almost like a show. The chat is almost like a show, separate from the show, and it's weird. So it has been a hybrid. We've been kind of doing all the shows I do are kind of like a hybrid, where it's like it's live and we're looking at comments, but we're also trying to do talk about, have something to talk about. Of course, tonight we're just bullshitting, but hey, Trent, WTOF, I like it. He corrected it. Oh, come on, I was just trying to think of what the O could mean. Come on, Trent. Hey, Kayla, Margaret, I think I only got you once so far. Let me Alan on the YouTube. Thank you all. Alice, Alan, okay, and got you, Kayla. Cool. We can play some tunes while we're chilling. I think this other song I like. I just made. Let's see, the game night one I actually posted. But then there's a new indoor farmer one that actually isn't too bad. It's like almost like a little bit like country rock almost. Turn it down a little bit. A little bit of country rock. I need to spend some time making a one for each of the shows before my month is up on Suno. I've got special access to all the best stuff on there. What's your genre, Kat? You said you're into some country, right?
I listen to a lot of indie rock.
Indie. Does this sound like indie rock to you, or is it more like a country rock?
That's more like a pop country sort of sound.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. Kat, I see you on the Facebook. The outdoor farmer. Yeah, Trent, I do that sometimes.
You watched that podcast video I sent you?
I thought we'd have a New Year's baby last night, Brenda. Oh wow. I watched a little bit of it. Could you imagine if I asked you guys to watch an entire podcast every week before we decided on a topic?
You should watch that podcast. It's really good.
I've told you about a lot of shows. You need to come to my podcast in a week more, Kim. You'd like it. It's a lot more topics up your alley about growing and stuff. We would have had a good time. Actually, on Wednesday we talked about bullying and online trolls and stuff for a little while. That was fun. Turn this down. It's probably hard to hear. Any lower? That's probably okay there. Cool. Let me check up comments. Hey, thanks, Brenda. Hashtag ladies of WTIF. There's also a new, lesser-known hashtag, Moose Knuckles of WTIF. That one is a little lesser known, but it's out there. Oh, Kat on the YouTube, I see you. Whoa. Elisa trying a different. Oh no, I'm not sure why there's a red dot now. You guys see that on her box?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Weird.
You must have her camera off.
Yeah, it just looks different than
the OBS
usual.
turned it off for some reason.
Ah, yeah, OBS is fun. I don't know. I haven't actually gone back through and looked. I think I fixed the problem that has been making me fuzzy all the time. I don't like the fix because it was taking my resolution down to 720p, which who uses that anymore? You know? But yeah, I gotta take out my pineapple, you guys. Pineapple, I tried to grow it. It rooted in my aquaponic system. It's been growing there for a couple years now, and it's finally starting to die off. Okay,
No, I guess I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay. The pineapple and then the pepper plant that's dying. It's gonna be dead soon. But I think I have a good idea though. I think I'm gonna grow more pepper plants after I got to start building a new system. This is all stuff I talk about on Mondays, but like I'm gonna tear down my whole aquaponic system and build a new one. That's a big project this year. Crap, Kayla says. Whoa. Are you talking, Kat? To us? Sounds like a lot of static and I can't hear words at all. Anybody else? No. I was really hoping the pineapple would survive. Yeah, look, I think I can still. There's still a chance. I'm gonna slowly try to pull it out of the clay pebbles, and I'm gonna try to transplant it over in the grow table. See what happens. You know, hope for the best.
Is that any better?
Yes.
Now, if I was saying it would be cool if you did like a time lapse video of you taking it all apart and putting in the new stuff.
A what video?
A time lapse, like a
Oh,
minute.
yes. So I guess I'll elaborate a little bit. I want to start. I want to build or essentially build most of the new setup before I start tearing apart the old setup, so that way I have somewhere to take everything. You know, I want to be able to have the pump set up, and they won't all be able to do that. I'll have to take the pump out of the current one, so I'll have to kind of do it all in one day. So to your point, I should be able to record most of it. I don't know if it'll be all time lapse. I like to do a mix. I like to do pictures, a little bit of regular video, and then some time lapse too, especially on the bigger projects. I don't know which one's really better, if it would be better if I just did the whole thing, but time lapse. But I kind of like a mix. I like a variety in there. Hey Diane, did I put you on here? Yeah, I did. Okay. If you could head over to Rumble, so it's the first of the month, which means any new comments on Rumble count as the they call it unique commenters or something. I have to have at least 20. Let's see if we can do it quick, fast, and in a hurry. I almost want to pull it up for you guys, but I can't do that. I'll just look at it myself and then tell you guys. We've got 5 out of 20 so far. We refreshed 7 now, 7 out of 20. Very cool. I gotta do 5 unique raids. I gotta do 5 hours of Rumble Premium time. Those 2 things suck, but the rest of it's pretty good. The rating's not too bad either. I kind of like it because then we get to go like see new people, find new creators out there on the Rumble. It's a different world.
What do they consider unique comments? What makes it unique commenting?
A unique account. You don't have 2 accounts, do you? Yeah, so like each separate person. So like Kat, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I got you on there 3 times. Facebook, Rumble, and being on screen. I'll be changing the back. Oh, what's up, Alan? I'll be changing the back garden beds, adding a small greenhouse, and fencing it all in together. Okay. Are you so the greenhouse, is it going to be like a solid structure or like a big hoop, another hoop house? The hoop house is could be a greenhouse if you use greenhouse plastic, or like they have like a Temu one. Have you guys seen the Temu? Like it's this little greenhouse. It looks really nice, but then you can barely fit in it. it's like a tiny one.
Wayland's got a secret
I'll make sure to hit it.
garden.
Yes, thumbs
Blooming
up.
through the night, no fields of green, just
It's
pots
gonna
and
be one of
lights
those
inside
nights.
his
So what
home.
we should talk about what we should do next week,
Turning the seeds to supper,
because
never
we're
feeling
going back
all
to the
alone.
game next week, back to story boxes.
He's the
I have a lot of
average
fun
Joe
playing it.
said,
I think it makes sense for the show,
"Roll my own damn
and it
way."
helps for flow, helps for us to keep
Food and
something
medicine from
in mind for the next topic. But solid greenhouse, okay, just with like glass, clear glass.
Weekly vibes, plants on display, chasing that self-sustained dream. Ups and downs, the grind is real, but he's making it fun.
Let's see, maybe I should just keep tagging people while we're chatting.
Just
non-stop.
lighting up the screen.
Camera keeps going to sleep.
Mine used to do that. I don't know I don't know why I haven't seen it happen in a while. Knock on wood, but I hope it will stop for you.
From hydroponics hustle to soil in the spare room.
I'm just gonna keep
Learning curves
tagging
and
people.
breakthroughs, chasing away the gloom. It's hard work, entertainment, twisting sweat into gold.
What do you want to talk about next week, Kim?
Affecting
I
every
don't care.
young and
What if it was resolutions?
the indoor farmer.
I'll sit there and listen, I guess.
Well, that's fine, but I'd like to play the game if you if you have any thoughts on the topic, that would be interesting. That is something that everybody kind of has a common. Yeah, because like we looked at we could talk about right now. We can talk about what you brought up before, which was the let them theory. It's just I just don't see it as something we would have stories of, but it is a good way to. It's like it's a
Well, I said you
positive.
should watch the video I sent you. Watch the podcast because it's not. You can't get an understanding of what they're talking about in the first few minutes of it.
I read up about the theory also, not watching their
Watch the
show.
podcast.
All right, I mean, you could give me like a tiny, like a little bit more than that. I mean, we're here for another hour. Like you could elaborate a little bit right now from what you know about it, if you wanted.
There's a lot of applications to it. Like it's impossible to give it a short synopsis.
Well-
All I can say is go watch it. Good information.
The Let Them Theory, introduced by Mel Robbins in her 2024 book. Did you read the book yet? You better read the book. Of the same name, is a mindset shift centered on the idea of releasing control over other people's thoughts, actions, and opinions. Now, I thought about that, and I'm like, okay, we can all be like, we're shifting our mindset to do this, or to like, release control that others have over our thoughts, actions, and opinions. But I don't see a story that I would have in my life of this.
Oh, there's plenty of stories, but you have watch the video. I'm telling you, watch the video. You'll see how relevant it is.
It's an hour and a half. I'm not watching it.
It has to all kinds of stuff.
This philosophy is not about passively or independent or indifferently or indifference, but about accepting reality and redirecting energy toward personal growth. Right, like a goal or maybe a resolution, personal growth, directing your positive energy towards the new year, 2026. So basically the exact same thing that I wanted to make a topic about. Self-respect and meaningful action. Meaningful action, or maybe like goals. Robbins emphasizes that people will inevitably have negative opinions regardless of your actions. So allowing them to think what they want frees you from fear and enables you to live in alignment with your values. So the problem is we're live on a show right now, so I can't just be like, hey, everybody, go watch this other podcast real quick so we can talk about it. We can talk about it right now. I'm reading it. So that's what I'm trying to get at.
To me. I'm telling you, it has a lot of applications. I sat there and watched it for the second time
Give
today.
me one. I don't know.
But, be closed-minded about it.
I'm asking you to explain it, but if you
I
can't
don't
explain
want
it, I
to
guess.
explain it, dude. It's
Then
an hour and a half long
Then I don't
podcast.
know.
Go watch
Yeah,
the thing.
this is a 2-hour-long podcast, and we're here
go
now.
watch it and see.
All right, everybody. We're gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to end the show now so I can go watch this an hour and a half podcast. Like, do you understand that that's not?
I sent it to you this morning, Waylon.
I know, and I
But
looked
you wanted
into
to
it.
play games. You wanted to be whatever this morning. It's like, cool, that's cool.
No, right. It was. No,
But
I
then you
looked at
wanted
it.
me to come up with a resolution thing, and it's like, I don't
It's
do
almost the same
resolutions.
thing.
No, I'm not.
I literally just read like 3 sentences that are almost the exact same thing as having a positive goal
Go
about
watch
your
the
future
video.
growth.
All I can say is go watch the video. I'm telling
Alright.
you. It's got a lot of good applications to it.
If I did that, would you go watch every video every week? If I was like, hey, our topic is this, I need you to watch a podcast about it first. We can't do that. None of you would do it.
Then don't ask me for ideas.
Okay.
Everybody
now.
should have the let them attitude. I got a shirt that says let them.
Yeah, like I don't see the topic part, I guess.
Well, go watch the video and you'll understand.
Let's see. Hey Ty, sorry man. Thanks for telling me that the music was too loud. That's the tattoo the young ones got here. Get here, let them. Yeah, I mean,
I got a T-shirt and it has a really nice quote on the back.
I've heard of that. I've heard of it. I just never watched that podcast. But, and I mean, I can read the definition just like anyone else. But yeah. Anyway, let's see what anybody added. No. Okay. Nobody's added on. Okay.
I don't know. I don't really have to meet no goals in my life. I live in survivor mode for now, so whatever happens, happens. I'm just gonna go with it. Make the best of it. When you get up every day and you try to be a better person every day or live your best life every day, then pretty much you're doing all you can anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think that maybe it's still a good idea to have hope and maybe look towards the future a little bit, even
Oh
no matter
yeah,
who
if
we
you
are.
have a goal, it's gonna help you try to push yourself towards it.
It's almost like we should move forward with the positive. Where did I say it at? Yeah. Personal growth, self-respect, and meaningful action. Yeah, just like that, basically. Just like for me, I'm going to be unfriending a lot of people that I constantly, am engaging with, but I've never seen them, not like ever. I'm talking people I went to school with. I've never ever seen say anything to me about anything. So it's like, what am I holding on to that for? Really no reason. So a lot of little things like that. Oh, is Bobbert actually John Doe?
What gave you that idea?
He said, "Did I win yet? Or did I win?"
Who
Some,
knows? Mystery of
you're right,
Facebook.
Ty. Sometimes the goal is just to let them have their opinions and their thoughts about you, and just do your own thing and keep making positive movements to your future.
Oh yeah, you're living a war within yourself. What's in your mind matters, not anybody else out here. Take it off. Off.
Yeah.
One of the best quotes I've heard was by Anthony Hopkins, and I can't remember the exact quote, but it was something to the effect of, "Other people's opinions about me are none of my business."
hmm And they should be able to think what they think or what they want to think. So.
Well, here's the thing: is that no one can have an opinion about you. They can only have an opinion about the amalgamation of you that's in their head. They do not know you, and you can't fully know anyone. You can only know what you like. The parts of them that you do know creates an image in your head, and that's the thing that you can either love, hate, indifferent, whatever. Just like Dr. Heath says. Shouts out to Dr. Heath. Congratulations, Diane. Ty, just come up, man. Nobody else wants to come up. Bobbert, why don't you come up, man? You go on screen sometimes. Ted, you're in here. Why don't you come up, man? I guess nobody wants to come on my screen these days except for the ladies. Yeah, you did win, Bobbert. You won a click of that link there in the chat.
Yeah, come up and tell us about your new year.
Tell us about anything. I don't give a fuck. Cheers.
Cheers.
You don't give a fuck.
Nope. Well, I'm just gonna have no fucks to give. My fucks
That's
have
the
all
way to
run
go.
dry.
Yeah.
I've got lots of personal goals for this year. I may not reach them all, but I think it's one of those goals. Definitely. Well, actually, I don't really have a goal of letting them. I've already achieved that. In fact, I mean, I have some of my haters and trolls that I don't even block them. They're some of my biggest engagers. They're some of my biggest fans. I'm always
Forgive
up there. Yeah, I
everyone.
guess
Love
you're
everyone. Sometimes
my
people are
persona,
ignorant.
not the real Bobbert. Right, Bobbert. We don't know you. Come on up. The less you tell them, the less they'll have correct. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Also, you can also put out a lot of misinformation about yourself. Spreads false rumors about yourself. Did you know he's
So
got
I've learned it's better to have a I don't care attitude.
I mean, I care. I think there's a difference between caring in general and caring specifically what people think. Because I think people should care about like decency, and what I mean by that is like the whole crowd of the whole point of like what is that term, the Walmart clothes, the people who like the idea that you go to the store and like I don't know, maybe without even looking at yourself at all. Like, I don't think you need to dress up, but I feel like there should be some sort of like middle ground there where it's like, yeah, you don't wear that shirt that you're with where there's a hole right where your nipple's at.
I don't
Maybe
think so.
like,
I don't think people should judge you like that. If you roll out of
you don't
bed in
think
your
so?
pajamas and make it to Walmart to get whatever you need, and if that's all you could do that day, okay.
But you don't judge yourself though. You don't go like, yeah, I wasn't, like people should judge themselves. You don't think that's
Hell no. If I go
No?
to Walmart in my pajamas, it's a rough day. I've had a lot
yeah,
of
but
shit.
that doesn't mean
I'm
you
living
wouldn't
out.
admit that in your own head. Like, yeah, it was a rough day, and that's why I didn't get to that. You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing. People like to deny that for themselves. I don't care what that guy thinks of me. If I in my head really know I did wrong, or really know that I could maybe put a little more effort into whatever, I'm probably going to dip in and dip out, because I know in my head I could have put a little bit more effort in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's something to
I don't know.
that.
Part of me, I think, really don't care anymore about what anybody thinks. Like when I take my 12-year-old autistic kid to the park and he's swinging in what might be like the baby swing or a disabled swing, and you're judging him for it, I really don't care what you think.
But yeah, that's what I mean though. Like in your mind, if you think that's not something that should be judged, but there are things that we do ourselves that I feel like we're not honest with ourselves. Like, yeah, I fucked up there. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's kind of some of the personal growth I think that we miss out on. Being you're muted, but like just admitting to ourselves, like, yeah, I could do better there in this aspect. Yeah. Finally, we got some testosterone up here. I was drowning.
What's going on?
Hey,
Where'd Cat go?
You don't have to have Rumble, Bobber. You just have to download the app. You don't have to sign into anything. She said she had to take a call.
Oh,
She'll probably be back. Yeah, you don't have to have it, Bobber. You just have to download an app called Rumble Studios. You don't have to sign into anything. You don't have to log into anything. You don't have to click anything but that one link.
you know what? One of the things that I've learned about going to Walmart is I don't go when I look nice. Because every time I go in there and I look nice, I'm dressed nice, I look nice, fucking creepy ass men follow me around in the store, and they follow me out to my car and shit. So So nowadays when I go in, it's like I don't do my hair, I don't do my makeup, I look like shit on ice cream.
Okay,
And
that's a good point. I guess I
You're
don't
telling
mean
me
like
women don't like that?
hell no.
It is kind of creepy in a Walmart, and then you're like, oh, damn, are they following me? Are they stalking me? Are they
I
right
mean she's
behind
leaving
me?
her she's leaving her license plate uncovered. It's right there. Like, you know.
You know what else? You know what else is waiting for them when they get to my car? A fucking baseball bat.
Mace. Should
No,
have some-
a fucking baseball bat.
Okay, so you make a good point. I'm not saying that like maybe you should be all dolled up, but I guess there's a happy medium, you know, like a ball cap as a lady, like that shows
I
like
want to go
there's
in.
like a sporty
I
like
wanna
everyday
get my
look.
shopping done. I don't want to interact with most people. I have the Walmart app where you have scan and go. It's like you pay for it. I have scan and go, so I go through the store, I get my groceries, I scan them, I put them in the bag, scan them, put them in the bag. I go to the thing, I scan that, I check out, I fucking go. I don't even have to interact with the cashier. I don't want to deal with people. Period.
I understand.
I don't want some
Understand
nasty
that.
fucking motherfucker chasing me around in the store trying to get my number or make time with me or whatever. It's like, dude, leave me alone.
I understand not getting all dolled up, but there was a time where if you would have showed up to a grocery store in a pair of pajama pants, like you would have got like ugly stares the whole time. Like
Depends on
Yeah.
the store. That's why I said Walmart. Like you go to
Yeah.
go into like
I don't do
Costco
that.
looking like that.
Now let me tell you
even
something.
so, there was a different time where like you don't go outside of your house in your pajamas. You
Right.
get dressed, you put on clothes.
So
you
there
act
was
like
a
a
time
civilized
I
human
only
being.
wore pajama pants.
There was a
It's
time
become
what?
like a fashion statement now.
t-shirt.
Like it's just okay to go out in your. I mean, back in the day, that would have been considered your underwear. You know what I mean? That's something you only wear in your house in the bedroom. Like,
See, I cruise around out in my backyard in my pajamas. Okay, I sleep in a long t-shirt, long t-shirts that come down to my knees, and that's what I sleep in. And so I'll get up in the morning, and if I've got chores to do around the house, then I'll stay in that long t-shirt because I don't want to take a shower and put on clean clothes and all that shit to go get dirty and grubby. You know what I mean? So I'll leave my pajama shirt on, and I'll put on like a pair of flannel pants, or usually it's flannel pants.
paint the picture. Let's go.
And I'll cruise around all over my yard doing my chores, watering or pulling weeds or whatever the freak I got to do. In the summertime, it's not pajama pants, it's shorts.
Well, hold on. The backyard though isn't.
But I don't
isn't
go
exactly
in public wearing
Yeah.
that shit. Like I'll put on, usually when I go to Walmart, I put on a pair of yoga pants. What do you call
The
them?
yoga pants. That's just another form of PJs.
Well, whatever.
I wear
this-
my PJs to the casino, but that's only because I
Wow.
want to be comfortable sitting there for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Bring a
But
pillow
I'll
to
wear
sit
I'll
on.
wear my yoga pants and a big black hoodie is what I go to Walmart in. Now when I go to Target, I don't dress like that at Target, but I don't have the problems at Target that I have at Walmart.
She does her hair for Target.
Mhm. And let me tell you something, when I go to Hobby Lobby,
It's a bit different, right?
Hobby Lobby is more upscale. So when I go to Hobby Lobby or I go to Dillard's, which is kind of like Macy's, or it's not kind, it's like Macy's. It's a different story. Not only do I dress decently, do my hair, do my makeup, but I also carry my Michael Kors purse, which I don't carry a purse anywhere else. But when I go to Dillard's or whatever, I carry that purse
You gotta
because
fit in. You gotta
You
look
do.
like you belong.
you do, because if you don't, fucking security is going to be all over you. And it's like, I don't want to fuck with people. Leave me alone.
I think there's a general thing called social norms, and there's like culture and stuff that sort of changes over time. And the way that it changes is almost like it's very easy to look back and see that the pendulum between like debauchery and like hyper religiosity or whatever. I don't know how to put the sort of uptight, like wear your Sunday best kind of, but it goes back and forth from like orgies in the streets to fucking burn the witch because she doesn't float or whatever. Like I mean, like you know what I mean, like
But we are at a time where there's never been a time where everybody's been as different as they are now. Like like even during like the hippies and all that stuff, like most people like blended into like a category. Now like everybody's out here, different colors, different sizes, different shapes. Like
You know what I've noticed? It's like this counterculture thing going on. Like, it's really common, at least, well, I don't think it's just here. I think it's everywhere. But like, you know, when I was growing up, when I was young, you didn't get tattoos. Tattoos were for a certain class of people. And if you weren't one of those class of people, you didn't get a tattoo because you didn't want to be branded like that. And tattoos are so common now, and it's like there's no stigma that's attached to it. The same with facial hair. Like, you know, you didn't see guys with these big old bushy beards and just like this shitload of facial hair all over the place. And
yeah,
it's like,
it was a certain type of person that did it, and like you could kind of
yeah, it was a
stereotype based on their look. Now it's like you got a big ass beard and you're like, hey boys.
yeah, and it's like it's this total counterculture thing, you know, and it's like people, just the way that they dress and stuff like that. Dress is extremely casual. Like you didn't see people wearing slouchy ass clothes unless you
Even
were
blue jeans were made for work. You didn't see people just out in their blue jeans. Like,
Right. You had slacks, or you had like the pants.
And men didn't wear shorts back in the day either. Like you don't like shorts.
Who
were
wear
made for swimming.
shorts?
You know what?
That was it.
Men did wear shorts.
Yeah,
Men did wear shorts. Like my dad wore shorts, and my dad was a freaking cowboy. My dad was Texas.
But they weren't cargo shorts.
No, they were not cargo shorts.
That was the new thing.
No, they were coochie cutters.
They were. No, he wasn't like that.
Coochie cutters.
No, they were Bermuda shorts. And the reason he did was because my dad, after World War II, my dad, I don't know exactly what he did, but he was over in Kwajalein in the islands a lot. And it's too hot to wear freaking pants over there. You know, people wore shorts. So my dad had shorts and he wore them. Now, I never saw my dad wear them out in public.
Yeah.
Not here. Maybe over there he did, but not here.
So what's the main topic of the night here?
Me and Kim arguing is the main topic, but we're feathering in other things. And
yeah, you got New Year, New Me. Is that what it was? Is that what I heard?
I mean, you know, a little bit, because I really fully believe the topics that Kim wanted and the topic I wanted kind of have a lot of in common, but some people really don't like the
synopsis. I'd like a short synopsis
resolutions, basically. You know, like what are you thinking about? It doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be a thing where it's like, I will do this year. But things like you hope for it to happen, things that you want to get done, maybe things that you want to move towards. That was kind of the idea, and it's not really a solid topic. It's kind of open discussion, but yeah.
I wanted a short description. I didn't watch the video. I kind of read through the conversation earlier, but I didn't have time to like go watch the podcast or nothing. Is there any way that you could put into a few words what that podcast you were talking about was, Kim?
She won't do it, so don't ask her. So we can't. We couldn't possibly. We couldn't possibly just take a little bit from it. Don't bring us back to that. She's not here at the moment. Looks like she must have refreshed, or maybe she heard you go down that path and said, "I'm out." I don't know. What's up, Ty?
What's up?
I just told Bobber. I said, if Ty can do it, Ty, you could do it. Come on.
Yeah, Bobber.
I actually had to go to top comments because the link wasn't showing in live comments. I took a screenshot. And then took the screenshot to Google Lens.
Whoa.
And subtracted and copied and pasted the link to the Google browser and then came to you.
I sent it to your DMs too.
Probably why I was doing all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a will, there's a way. There she
Okay.
is.
Kim is back.
Yeah, for some reason, like my internet just like drops, and it says that something's wrong with my my internet adapter or something like wireless adapter, and it happens like every time I don't know. I need to call the freaking HP and figure out what's going on. I googled it, and it could be anything to include a hardware problem.
That's something I actually want to get done this year. Is I keep getting these flyers from Fiber Optics Company that they just got all their fiber optics like finished putting in. Like I had no choice in the matter. They just got to dig up my yard. They got some kind of
dude.
You know,
if you don't have fiber optic for your internet yet, get it. This whole town contracted with them, and they just finished. My area was the last area they finished putting the cables in. But my internet is 10 times as fast. 10 times as fast, man. It's ridiculous. And I had internet on T-Mobile's 5G network. I got a T-Mobile home box we had. 10 times faster than that, bro.
They got 6G coming out now. Have you guys heard that? The 6G coming out.
I'd still go with that fiber, man. That shit's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
downloaded the whole.
You're talking about two different things.
Yeah, this is
downloaded the whole
5G and 6G. That's cell phone network. Like home internet is all the way up to like 10G. I have 10G on my Xfinity for my home network.
What do you think fiber optics is?
It is.
Like it's like
that's
like
what I bet.
It's running through a cable instead of.
No, I just mean I know, but like as far as speed differences, I wonder. I'd like to see what that is. It's not that much in difference in price either. You know,
the thing is too.
Actually cheaper in my area because it's new, so they're trying to get everybody on. But it's way faster, way faster. I'm gonna tell you what. Do you know
problem?
How to game do your Xbox like a big game like Call of Duty on regular? It took me like sometimes a half a day on this 5G network. On this new fiber optic, that shit was done in about 18 minutes, I think it was. Yeah, 18 minutes.
A lot of these providers try to sell people things that they don't need, though. Like most people don't need a fiber optic network for what most people do in their houses and shit. Whether you're streaming, playing video games, watching movies and shit, you could get the high speed, whatever the highest speed internet that your service provider offers at a basic thing. But like when you go for like fiber optic, or you go for like these like high speed internets that they try to sell you, you won't even touch close to what they're offering you. It's like it's built for like businesses that run like a bunch of different computers and shit. They're just willing to sell it to you if you're willing to buy it.
Mine tests right at it so far. Now, I would agree that you're right a lot of times, because after about a 30-day period, you'll notice that you're not getting what they said you got. But we've had it now for about 18, 19 days, and so far it tests exactly what they've said. Dude, it's amazingly faster. Now, you got to understand, I live in a town where your options are satellite, or this T-Mobile stuff just became an option in this town last year.
So you had a big jump.
Or old DSL phone line internet.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. So I could see that being huge. Mine is.
I live in a bigger city where like you got options. You know what I mean? So,
cable is pretty good if you're close to the where it's the source. Like the closer to the source with cable, is better. But I do have the business class internet now. I pay like $100 a month for it, and it's pretty good. But I gotta believe that I could pay less going fiber optic because they had to put it in.
45.
Do you feel like you're getting? Do you feel like you're getting better speeds and like download rates and shit with the?
I don't have a problem. So.
But that's not. Did you have a problem with the other internet?
Yes.
Right.
I was having a lot, like with all of the streaming, like with all the equipment I have online and streaming at the same time. I remember
that's because they throttle you.
I was using two different computers, and right now I have two screens, but on the same computer, so that's at least a little less bandwidth that I'm using up. But yeah, they do, and I think
cable companies and phone companies throttle you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. My phone
When you
company is
buy-
Comcast.
when you buy
It's the
business-
same.
Oh yeah. Well, that's who laid the fiber optic down here is Comcast. That's the company.
What? Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
They're my cable company. They don't even have fiber optics. It's
Right.
I3 or
They do
IT3
now.
or something like that.
That's
Well,
them. That's them.
if any of
that's
you need it,
that's
Oh, they're
Comcast.
another company. I see.
If any
Yeah.
of you need it, Mike got a whole spool of fiber optic cable.
He was in here earlier.
Yeah, that's what they're called
really
here too,
does.
buddy. Is I3.
He's
yeah,
like,
but
does
you can't-
anybody need this? I'm like, you probably shouldn't be promoting that you have that.
You can't do anything with it. You have to. It takes years for
Yes,
them
you
to lay
can.
out those cables. Like, what would
Yeah.
you do with it by itself? Like, you'd have to
They
have somewhere.
they laid out ours this whole town in this summer.
Yeah, but like they had to do that, and mine until just recently there wasn't even an option because they hadn't been in my area yet or whatever.
Well,
and so-
listen, guys, I'm gonna say this. I've had good cable. Like in Springfield, my speeds were amazing for about $60-$70 a month.
Springfield, yeah, would
I have never had internet as fast as this fiber optic cable internet, dude. It's fucking amazing. So far,
Oh no,
everything's
I
just
know it'll be better for sure. I'm not trying to shit on it. I just haven't pulled
the
trigger.
the speeds are uncomparable. The top 5G and 6G cellular networks cannot compare to the speeds of fiber optics.
Well, I wouldn't even compare it to cellular network.
Yeah.
You would have to compare it to the home line. Like I said, they're up to 10G if you get the high speed home network. And I don't know if an average person that's not running a business out of their home would actually benefit more out of the fiber optic rather than just getting the 10G network.
Let's see what I got.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Because I got 10G, I barely touch. Like I don't even get close to using the data
It's
or
the upload speed.
streaming,
That's
or the upload speed that they're offering with the stuff that I do, and I run a computer de-streaming at the same time that I am all the time. Like I'm running 2 phones, she's running 2 phones.
936,
that's the download speed.
41, 80. Yeah, that's not terrible.
Not yeah.
Not at all.
It's not great upload speed, but it could be because I'm actually using it right now. I don't know.
Well, that's the whole point. How much information are they going to let you use at once before they throttle you?
What, Kim?
I had asked the internet company about that at one time a long time ago, and they said that upload speeds aren't really like that important.
Because a lot of people
That's what's
streaming.
important to
Yeah,
when you're testing your speeds. That's what's important to what you're getting.
Video
Yeah,
games.
It
and-
depends what you're using it for as well.
most people
Yeah.
are more impacted by download speed.
Mhm. No, I know that, but the issue is if you're doing anything, if you're putting anything into the internet, then you need high upload
Mhm.
speed. If you're just taking things away from it, which
Yeah, most
people are consumers
households.
of it.
Yeah, most households are just watching movies, getting on the internet. They're not really putting stuff out there. But if you use
Right.
YouTube or like streaming or
World of Warcraft, bro.
gaming,
I used to be in raids and shit, and you've got to have some good ass upload speed. If there's 25
Yeah.
other people on screen, imagine
Need a good
25 of us
computer.
on screen. Like that's more or less what they
Yeah.
can make happen by doing that.
It's important.
Like, yeah.
But he is right. To the average user, they're not going to even worry about that. Mainly, a lot of gamers
Oh,
I know are worried
420,
about those
421,
statistics.
cheers.
So
I would say most
Fire in the
gaming.
hole.
If you're the only fire in the hole, if you're the only one in the household using the gaming system and you're not really drawing any more internet from like a TV wouldn't do too much. Like
no,
cell
bro.
phone.
I know people that's got whole fucking walls of nothing but gaming stuff. And they're using a lot at once. And they'll
Yeah.
be streaming over here and gaming over here and gaming right here, playing Call of Duty here, playing
I think Bean's talking about more like an average household, like just a TV.
That's
We
what
don't
I said.
have
No,
Comcast,
he's right
like-
when it comes to that.
even
We're
like
all
if you're
on
a
the
gamer, let's say
Yeah.
you live in a house with you have one kid, your wife, and you're a gamer. You're like a hardcore gamer. You got the whole fucking work to do your gaming.
Yeah.
Your wife's watching TV in the other room. Your kid's on their tablet. I think you'd be just fine with a 10G network.
Well, yeah. Anybody would be fine with a 10G network. I mean, you really, I'm almost positive if you've got a 10G home network that I bet you're running through fiber optic cables.
Bro,
They're
I
not
have
regular
business class
cables.
internet, and I had it wasn't even a full G download. So
That's
they
what I'm
might
telling him. If
they
he's
might be
got
telling me
10G, I
that
bet
it's
it's through
10G,
fiber
but
optics.
I don't think that.
I don't
I'm
even know
getting-
how to look at what you just looked at. Is that on Comcast?
This is my Comcast internet from my computer right now, and it's the speedtest.net. And anybody can do that, and you can go and see what your current speeds are. I don't know how accurate it is, to be honest. I don't want to steer anybody too far off the path, but take it with whatever. Go research yourself. But speed test has been the thing I used for years. But that's crazy
Alice,
though. Not even
T-Mobile
one.
is
It goes
I
down
ain't had
when
too
more
much
people in
problems
your
with T-Mobile
neighborhood are
either.
on the internet.
That's true, Elisa. There's only so much in your internet or in your neighborhood that can be. Yeah.
That's
true.
where your speeds are
I think
important.
it's based on what you're using, based on what your download speed is anyway. Like I don't think that
It is.
because
You guys
mine's
ever
True.
use
That's true.
mine's bouncing between 16 and 22, but I'm only on
Mhm.
one phone right now, and like I don't have any other thing connected to the internet. I think it would be based on what you're using.
You guys got me curious
Buddy.
now.
Have
My-
any of you guys
Me
ever
too.
used Starlink?
Starlink. Kayla
Yeah,
has Starlink.
my friend
and
does.
They don't offer it here.
She says she's constantly having
Do
to
they?
like reboot it or reset it or whatever, different things that
Yeah.
They don't offer Starlink in Florida. I don't believe that.
it's not as smooth
No,
as I thought.
One thing about Florida is like I always say it's a lawyer state. There's a regulation on everything because every lawyer sets precedent for this or that, and we have a lot
Sounds
of
like
monopolies.
Illinois.
We have a lot of monopolies. Like our electric company, you can only go through one. The cable company, the only one around here is Comcast. Like there's a lot of
Sounds like
monopolies.
Illinois. And Comcast is the one around here too, from
So, like,
far to the
if-
south.
For Starlink to come in and try to offer internet here, they would have to get through all the monopolies to do so.
Oh right.
But you can order Starlink on the internet and get your internet through the sky without them even knowing anything.
That might be true. I don't know.
You can just do it right on the internet. You don't need to go through no cable company because
I think
Mr.
if-
Musk provides his own internet through his
Yeah, but I
satellites.
think if there's a contract in a certain area where like this person has,
He can't provide it there.
yeah, I think you'd be able
Yeah,
to
that's
turn
probably
it
true.
off.
That's probably true. That's probably true. You probably have to or risk getting sued or something, huh?
Yeah,
And I was behind one of those trucks that
Oh.
Elon Musk put out, those Tesla trucks today.
This month being
ugly as sin.
Weird looking.
Look at this. It says as of January 2026, Starlink residential service is available across the entire continental U.S., including all of Florida, with coverage reaching over 99% of the U.S. households. There are no widespread wait lists in the state currently. Da, da, da. Interesting. I don't know if that's true or not. Go do your own research. But what's
I think
that?
it is.
That's cool.
I think it
I
is true.
still don't. I still
Not that
wouldn't
you need
want
it,
right
but-
now.
Right. Not that you would want it or need it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't wrong. It's just like they literally today is now like you just got wrong today. Oh shit.
There's a lot of things that change, like a lot of laws that change for a lot of states today. Like
Yeah.
a lot of things went into effect.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
January 1st is a big date.
Did you see?
But
There
you
was a
should all
big
you
post.
should all check your marijuana laws. A bunch of
Yeah,
things
very
changed for a
true.
bunch of states.
Put this away.
So, hey, I looked up some of that information. So, coax, which is regular cable that he's saying he's getting 10G with, maximums they offer 100 to 400 megabytes of download and 35 megabytes of upload. But with fiber, it's 1 gig both download and upload.
Yeah, I want to know what Bean's internet is all about.
I don't think it's coax is the regular cable wire, right?
Yeah.
That's
Um,
No, I
correct.
think
Yeah.
that's just going through the phone line.
Then that's a DSL. That's like the slowest kind in most places.
It's going through. I don't think it's.
Not dick sucking lips
Hold on,
either.
let me go look at this shit.
Baby.
Hey Tyson, what's
It
up?
says-
I was just watching a guy
it
on
says-
YouTube live. He was using Starlink in Cape Canaveral. Interesting. Just ask
It
Google
says
what
the
difference
reliability, the coax is more prone to outages and signal degradation, and the fiber is a minimal downtime and consistent performance. Latency varies depending on several factors on the coax, and fiber has very low latency. So this is what
basically
the Google was saying.
definitely for upload speeds, fiber is going to be like for anybody that does live streaming or gaming. It's like
For both.
going to be huge.
For both speeds, for upload and download, it says they're normally provide about 1 gig in comparison to 3 or 100 to 400 mega or 35 on the uploads to and the other companies, 35 megabytes.
According to this, it says
Fiber.
fiber has virtually unlimited bandwidth capacity. That's pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
Just look
It
up
does.
Xfinity 10G.
That's what we man. You've got the
Xfinity
same cable as we have here, dude. Comcast,
you looked it up?
Xfinity shit. Yeah, it's just the same. That's what we had in Springfield. That was the major company. And Comcast has a monopoly in Springfield. There is no other cable company in Springfield. So
it's
they
a
have one
branding
like you're
term.
talking about.
It's a branding
Mhm.
term. It's not even doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean G's of.
It's
anything
Comcast.
to describe
What
it.
the fuck?
Comcast.
Cable network
They do
infrastructure.
have two different
Yeah.
Big
speeds,
Tommy
though.
John.
It's faster
Yeah.
speeds for you.
They got you on the phone lines, bro.
The term does not mean that customers can currently access 10 gigabytes
And what the fuck
per second.
isn't that false advertisement?
No, they just tricked you.
Yeah, it could be 10. Could be 10 Georges, 10. 10
Right.
giggle
Well, you
giggles.
know, the other
10 Gucci bags.
thing that factors into it is the wiring in your house. You may have the fastest shit on the outside
Yeah.
of your house, but you know,
See, that's one good thing that this fiber company offered when they moved to this town was free install for all the wiring in your house because they knew you were going to. Because fiber and coax, though they look the same, the fiber cable that's in our house looks exactly the same as the coax, the regular cable. They're not. One uses light and one uses copper.
yeah.
We should use more copper, man. There's a whole bunch of information on that. Like people, I think it was I don't think it was nefarious. A lot of people think it was a nefarious thing where they don't want us to use copper. But I think it's just because the metal became more valuable than like a cup or a spoon, and people were like, oh, fuck, I got this spoon. Do I want to eat or do I want to have a spoon to eat with? Shit. Like, okay, I'm going to hawk this copper spoon or silver spoon or whatever. Or
And
then
get
you
some
had,
finger foods.
right. Then you had thieves that would steal like silverware, right? Your fine silver. That was a big thing because it became valuable enough. But you know what? It's actually really healthy to eat with the metal of silver, not to be like rich or whatever, but it actually there's like antimicrobial and all these different properties I can't think of at the moment. But there's a bunch of good stuff like copper and silver both. I have one copper cup. I have one cup made of copper, but also our doorknobs are made of copper. So like if you're sick and a bunch of people in your house are sick, you're walking around using these copper doorknobs, which is like basically zapping that bacteria every time you touch it, like not electrically, but like it kills anything that like it's killing the whatever virus or the bug or whatever anytime you're touching
After
it.
I Lysol it.
Right, then it's like, just spray it down with chemicals now, forget the copper and silver, just here have a bottle of Clorox. Like now Clorox, if you see Clorox, it doesn't always mean bleach. Like it's like, oh, this is Clorox and disinfectant, but it's not bleach.
It's a
Not
name
bleach.
brand now, yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be just bleach because that's all they used to do. But yeah, people associated that with bleach. People actually call bleach Clorox.
We did
when
so
it's
many-
not, that's the company.
There's so many dumb things when you look back. So like, I don't know why people are always so like matter of fact when they think they know what's really going on right this minute. Because we look back 10, 20 years, 30 years, or even 100 years, there's so many dumb things like how we would treat like bullet wounds in the Civil War era. Like, cutting it off. It's like it's gone. You can't just take the bullet out and disinfect it because we had no idea about that then. It was like, so it's just funny how like silly we look in hindsight. for the most part.
Yeah,
Hey,
only
by
a
the way,
few of us
Waylon,
are
that
sure about anything.
Mm-hmm.
by the way, Waylon, that dude the other day that I was going to come on and jump on or whatever.
Oh yeah.
He sent me like 6 messages and
Bunch of
twice
people. He
now
messaged
friend
a bunch of
requests.
people. He was yeah. He got a little crazy.
I
I'm
haven't even
telling you.
looked. I haven't even looked at his messages, and of course, I denied the friend request. So yeah,
And look, I guess we can talk about it. Like I guess some people may think I looked weak by posting about it, but it's like someone even said, was like, oh, it's the internet, you're going to get insulted, get over it. That's really not what I was trying to get across by posting that. I know there's a
right.
lot of people hurting, people that like I get depressed as fuck just by the ups and downs of the social interactions that we have online from different things, different ways that affects me, and maybe it's not, maybe it shouldn't, but it does, and I'm okay with talking about it. I'm actually a pretty confident person in general, so I don't have to be that worried about it. But there are people out there that are just on the fucking edge with the one more straw is all they need on the stack, and it's like, just think about that a little bit, Dean?
Well,
I
let me
wanna
say
know who
this
the
about.
post is
Let me say
about.
this about that. I can tell you, but let me say
Oh,
this
he
about
got up in
this.
your grill too.
I don't.
after,
I don't know
Mine?
nothing about the
Not-
guy, right?
yeah.
I don't know nothing about the guy, right? He
Okay.
could be a good guy as far as I know. But the fact that he would get on somebody else's live that he doesn't like and just purposely be disrespectful and start
I feel
shit
like I know
is
who it is.
enough is enough for me
You do.
not to want to know anything about the dude. Because I don't fuck with people like that.
He wasn't
period.
giving himself any sort of like. He
You
wasn't
talking about the
digging
rapper
deeper. He
dude?
just kept digging. Yeah, he just kept digging deeper and then trying to accuse me of stuff. And I'm just up there going, I hope you have a better year. I hope you, because I know people that are
Wow.
doing that kind of stuff are not in a good headspace. They're not feeling
Yes, I
good
do
themselves.
think he is going through some stuff because
Yeah.
he even blocked me and told me I'm stupid. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Blah blah blah. All this stuff.
I ain't got time.
Like
I don't have time for that.
And I'm the same way. I
Oh,
blocked
you're
that
back.
motherfucker like right away.
I
Like,
blocked him from
I don't have to
most
block him
things.
because he wasn't my friend, but I don't have time for that bullshit.
I
And
don't
especially
block
not
a
on
lot
the
of
internet. What the fuck do I look like? Come on.
I don't
Fuck on.
block a lot of people, but when I block you, it's because you are an asshole and I don't have time for that shit. And I don't need you in my energy field or anything like that. You can go
That right there.
create your own
That
fucking
right
shit
there.
somewhere else.
Bean?
And that's the biggest part of it to me. I come up here on this because you guys make good energy. And when somebody like
Try.
that gets in the damn comments,
Oh, imagine.
I like
on
going
the-
after trolls though. I
I
enjoy having
typically
trolls
have
in
no
my
problem
audience.
with that, man, but I spent a year letting it be and letting it, and I spent a year like just
This is the
trying, just
dude that
talking
came
trash
in.
back.
This is a dude that came into your live talking about how you wouldn't debate him or whatever, like, or you had a bad faith debate or whatever.
That's probably
Dude
just
that
one
thinks he's
thing
a
you might have
rapper?
seen him say. Yes, you know who this is.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
went and he
alright.
friended everybody I know the second
Yeah.
we were acquainted. It was like blah, blah, blah. He was just trying to get
he
out there,
tried.
and that's fine.
After
That's
the
networking,
first
okay?
time I
But
seen him, after the first time I seen him in the comments on one of the people in the boxes, all of a sudden he friend requested me and he's liking everything and commenting on all my posts and shit. Like, I'm like, dude,
You
like,
can't like mine.
go away. Like,
yeah, in fact, I
If he
can't
ain't
even
my
see his
friend, you can't like
comments
it.
unless I switch to my
Yeah.
page. He still has access to my page. He could be in here right now, but the whole point is like I didn't give him a bunch of like
shit, like,
specific insults or anything. I could go that direction if I wanted to, but it was like I'm just trying to air out the fact that you cannot expect someone to have a good faith conversation in the DMs after months of you like harassing them in public. Like I'm not going to go and talk to you in the DMs. I basically said, you have no more
what was the
access
original
to me,
thing though?
more access to me. Well, I just and I don't even go to his page. I don't even go there at
Yeah, but
all. And it's like, why
what
not?
was
Why
the
can't you just
original
walk
thing?
away then? So if I had to analyze this, and we don't have to get too detailed, but like, I would have to say, aside from a sort of competitive vibe because all he was doing is saying, "Oh, this you think this is entertainment? Oh, this is supposed to be funny. What do you? Oh, this what is this?" So clearly a competitive thing. Oh, why do you have more people watching you than me or whatever it is? And so that's okay, fine. But another thing was, I believe honestly, it's a lot of political differences, and because that was the other thing he would comment on when Charlie Kirk was assassinated. I don't care about the he said, she said of the connection of every person that you think everybody knows or whatever. When you get out there and start like, I made a post about it. I didn't even make a specifically political post. I was just like, hey, when this happens, didn't even put any names. It was like, I don't want to see this kind of shit on my timeline. You can go elsewhere. I forget how I said it. When Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Whoa, Ty. I said something that didn't need any kind of response like he made, and he comes in and just kind of like there was like probably 40 comments because of him on that one post, just in one little thread of the post of him arguing with other people besides me, getting into politics about it. Like that's when I was talking about
they're all crazy about politics, man.
Yeah, so like I can use tact. You got to be able to use tact. You don't have to everything. Like you can take a philosophical angle. You can take a cultural angle. There's so many other ways to go about the same point, making the same exact point about something that you might think could be political, but using other means like cultural.
I mean, we did it the other night. I mean, technically speaking.
Oh man, Ty and I had an intense conversation over on Locals for like an hour.
Yeah. But that's okay as long as listen, there's a difference between arguing with somebody or disagreeing and being disrespectful about it. I don't mind if we yell and scream at each other. I do mind if you're calling me an idiot or an ignorant motherfucker or something along the way.
That was
I don't mind that either. I think that when you start debating about the things you're passionate about, you get passionate, and that's okay as long as when we're done with this, we know that it's all about the debate. It's not really like I don't hate you.
Right.
I just want to attack your ideas.
Right. Well, that was the thing.
Yeah,
pretty much.
You start name calling, it's like you can go fuck yourself.
Well, not even name calling,
Like,
but
I'll
worse than that.
I'll give you a little bit of leeway. I'll give you a warning, and you step over that warning, and it's like poof, you're gone.
See, if I'm being bullheaded in a debate and I'm not willing to see the other side, and somebody calls me an idiot, I'm kind of being an idiot. Like it was kind of warranted in the situation. You know what I mean?
No, it isn't. It's never that, because who's to say you were wrong? So maybe you weren't the idiot. He was the idiot for thinking you were an idiot because he thought he was so right. I'm just saying, just because you disagree doesn't make you an idiot. But being able to tactfully express your opinion without disrespecting the next person makes you an intelligent person.
When the moment you say something like,
I don't really like tone policing.
Yeah, I don't either, Bean. But so here's the thing. That's why a year of this, where a guy who I had in my home with like 6 of his friends, and they're like they're some of the guys, some girls and guys. I don't know if there were I forget all their names and stuff, but there were 7 people in here on a show I had one time. I bought like $600 worth of equipment that didn't end up working out right because I didn't have it all set up correctly. It was like right before they got there. And of course, I wasn't getting any help from anybody. So the issue was like I spent time promoting and helping this person, and then for them to just come in and just keep trying to tear me down for all this time. And you know what? Most of it wasn't a thing. Okay, trolling me, no problem. But then when you start coming in and saying, he makes this long comment about how I have no friends, everybody hates me, or like basically all this stuff about how I just look at everyone as a number and this and that. A bunch of stuff that really has like no.
Yeah, when you cross a line, it's a little different. But like I was just saying, like when you're going back and forth with somebody, and like somebody throws a name out there, like in a heated debate, I don't think that's too bad. But like if you're trolling somebody and you're attacking somebody and you're trying to tear them down and you're like targeting somebody, that's a completely different story.
Yeah, I don't mind going back and forth, but there are people that will out and out troll you, and I blocked like 3 dudes the last couple of months that just out and
What's up,
out
Rick?
fucking. They were just they were name calling me, and it's like
Yeah, like if there's somebody I go back and forth with, it's fine. But when you notice that I'm not like going back. I'm not like, oh yeah, but you're that. No, like if I'm just like ignoring it,
What?
then I stop responding to you. Like that, there's some signs there that's like, hey, maybe it's time to just not talk to that person anymore. Okay, you
Yeah.
can be done instead of me having to make a public ordeal about it.
yeah.
Now I
the
could just
thing
block
is-
them.
Also,
The thing is that people like this, they
They
don't
like that.
stop.
They
They're
want that,
like
yeah.
constant. Like
Oh yeah, he had a fake account in there.
And
He
they
was,
only
you know, another.
only hit certain posts that you put out.
but you
Right.
got to
They
realize
don't, they
too,
don't
like,
fucking put anything nice or anything else anywhere else. But
He's playing the numbers.
yeah, but you got to realize too, like, you're still like down here. Like this is only the beginning. You got to learn to
Oh yeah, I know.
capitalize off these trolls. That's
Well, that's what I did. That's what I did. So I even explained it on the show the other day. Facebook has these weekly goals. They're like, hey, we need you to make 25 public posts. I'm like, I don't know what to make public about what, because I just go live. I don't make posts on there. So I started making more posts. I made a post about bullying. I made a post about this and that. Oh, hey, we're going to talk about this, and then of course he chimes in on that. But it literally wasn't anything to do with me even wanting to call him out or even caring about if anyone even responds. It's me just fulfilling the weekly thing. At least I think you've responded a few times when I go public post number 1 of 7, public post number 2 of 7, public post number 3. Literally just
I
getting
have
that
to.
thing done. And then he even laughs at
Yeah.
us. Oh, this is weird. What are you doing? Like,
I think
don't even know
I
you're-
honestly think I don't like comment farming. Like I think people are ridiculous when they're like help me get 37 fucking comments on this post. But I think that's
Right.
funny. The fuck it. They told me to make a post. I'm making a post. Here it is.
Yep.
Like
I was
That's
making them
funny
funny
as
for a
shit.
little bit too, but I couldn't think of something funny every week because for a while I would be like, it would slowly, if you went through and you watched it from 1 to the like whatever 20, they would get funnier because it'd be like pubic hair number 7, it was like pole dancer number 10, and then I would throw these little like haikus there. It's like pole dancing might be good exercise, but so is the shake weight. You know?
I think comment farming's fine and all, but you got to at least be creative. You know what
Yes.
I mean?
But you're trolling. I have trolls that are funny. Like, you know, John Doe, I've threatened him with blocking a couple times. But he realized that he, you know, at least one thing that he shouldn't do over the edge was coming in calling me some other name every time. You know, like that was the day I was like, you know what? You know, I'm about to hit it.
Like what kind of name? Like
Just,
bad
just
name?
like twisting my name every time he comes in. Like, no. I'm done
You
with
know.
that. It doesn't matter. That just happened.
Playful and shit.
Nah. This happened to be the thing that day. I was probably in a
Take that
bad mood
funny
that
shit
day.
out of here.
It wasn't funny though. It was just like,
Uh,
come on, John. Like he, you know, he does everything. He goes through the other cycle. I feel like he's like stemming. He has like certain lines he just has to say, otherwise he doesn't feel like he had a full stop in somewhere. There's different people like that I'm like, okay, you know, that's not the big deal. But
That's
he's not coming. He's not trying to attack my personal character every time I see him. You know, like that's a different kind of thing. You know? Yeah,
My
like there's
chats are
different.
full of trolls.
You remember
They're in there.
Orpheus?
Yeah. It still
would
comes
get-
around every now and then.
Every once in a while, he would
She-
step over the line, or they would step over the
She-
line. Yeah, well,
She,
they said they were a
It's
she
a
to me
girl.
once too, but
it's a girl. It's a girl.
yeah.
Trust me
Yeah,
when I
so
tell you this.
a black woman who's a nurse in Chicago, right? I don't.
She
think
is a
so.
girl.
Yeah, she's in
I've
life.
talked to her live on Messenger.
Mm,
At first, I thought she was
I
a
talked to
guy
them
too
too.
when she asked if I needed a babysitter.
mhm.
What? Who the hell are you?
It's a girl,
Well,
I promise.
Cool
It
people.
doesn't matter. The line was stepped over a few times back in the day. They'd get like pretty nasty with some of the women on screen and stuff like that. Like,
She
hey,
would.
And I'm like, we're not having that. We're not having that.
And she met it too. She was fishing. she
Like-
she
We
was
ain't got
fishing.
nothing better to do.
I
Right.
promise you, it is a girl, and she met every time she said something crazy.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like some of my posting has been like it can be, it's like passive aggressive, you know. Like Alice said, I was doing good with the post because I'm mentioning like, hey, online bullying is real. You got to be this and that, but also at the same time trying to, the person who was doing it would take offense, right? Why would you not? Why would you take offense if I wasn't mentioning you specifically, right?
It's
So
a cute fit.
it
Right.
was, yes, exactly. But then at the same time, I also, one of the posts is I misspelled a word, and of course I knew the hater would want to correct me, and then I replied to him and sent him a screenshot of the method of getting more comments by using a
Yeah, I
typo.
was just about to say that. It really is like one of the best ways to get
So
a lot
funny.
of comments.
But then I
All
fixed
the
it.
grammar Nazis will come out.
But then I fixed it because I thought, what would happen now? Another comment. Oh, I see that you fixed it. But then they never followed up with that.
Waylon, why don't you just do like little videos?
Yeah.
I've noticed, and I don't do this for like to get likes or whatever. I just do it because I've always
Like
been
PSAs,
like
kind
that.
of.
Yeah, well, like I'll take a video of my dogs doing something or something I'm doing around the house, and I'll just upload it, and like I'll get 500, 600 plays on that.
I do that all the time. You never see my stuff.
Yeah. Not for nothing,
With your
Waylon.
dogs, especially
Yeah.
Not for
your
nothing, you should
husky
start-
or
You should
Malamute.
start posting shorts on YouTube right now. Like they're really pushing shorts.
I know. I did that. I tried it one day where I was like, I'll post 6 shorts today, and it did uptick. But I'm like, that doesn't translate to people watching my show, though.
Do you see my
mean,
medevac?
I've been getting a lot of traction.
Did you see my medevac video from last weekend?
Meta video?
Medevac.
Oh no.
So I'm out in my garden last Sunday, picking tomatoes and squash, and I hear a bunch of sirens go down the street, like 5 of them, and I was like, "What the hell?" Because it's really quiet out here where I live, so I couldn't see over the wall. So I was like, "Oh well." So I walked out of the garden, and as I was walking out, I could hear 2 more sirens coming down the street. So I had this big pile of dirt. I got up on the pile of dirt and I looked to see what was going on. And it was 2 sheriffs going down the road. I was like, shit, I wonder what's going on. It must be something pretty serious. So I went in the house, put squash, came back to get more squash because I picked a bunch of squash. And
Splash.
as I was coming back out, I could hear more sirens. So I got the squash, came back to the pile of dirt, and saw a rescue truck. And I went, oh, those are paramedics. There must be something bad must happen. Because that was a lot. There were like I counted at least 8 sirens prior to that. So anyway, so the rescue truck went down to the end of the street, U-turned and came back up. And he was sitting in front of this dirt road that goes right behind my house. And he was talking to the battalion chief. So I sat there and I watched him. I was like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, I wonder if I'm in imminent danger. So I start like looking around. Is there like a gas leak, or has there been an explosion, or is there like a fucking convict that got loose and they're chasing him down?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know what was going on, right? So I start looking around.
Yeah.
The truck, the fire truck comes down the dirt road. Well, right behind my house is an elementary school. There's a chain link fence. There's a gate padlocked with a chain. Fire truck parks in front of it, cuts the chain link. One of the fire guys gets out the passenger side, and I said, hey, am I in imminent danger here? And he says, no, we're preparing for a helicopter to land on the playground. And I went, oh. I said, is it an accident or domestic? And he goes, I don't know. I don't have a report on it. And he says, I just know that they're going to medevac somebody out of here. So I had my video going of the whole thing, and
Oh.
they life flighted. And so what had happened was up the road. So the road that all of these cop cars went down is a paved road, but at the end where it four ways, it turns into a dirt road, and they ATV out there. Well, a truck had hit some kids on an ATV and left the scene, and they had to medevac a 16-year-old. I don't know where they sent him to, probably El Paso.
Wow. Lucky they had a close enough medevac.
Yeah. Well, they medevac somebody else that was on Sunday, and then again on Tuesday. Some lady got hit by it was a guy got hit on a road, and they medevaced him to El Paso. So they've got a big trauma unit at one of the hospitals there.
Kim, that could have been a hell of a current event story. Could have been a hell of a story. Although you took a video of it, never mind.
Yeah, I took a video of it, and I put that video out there. But shit, that thing's gotten like 600 plays.
Okay, so Bean, if you took a video that's like sideways, like full screen, and you made a short out of that on YouTube, wouldn't it look fucked up? Wouldn't be right, would it? Wouldn't you have to take a video?
Oh shit! Well, StreamYard lets you do both at the same time, and it adjusts your screen for it.
That's right, you're saying that.
YouTube does too. You can correct it in YouTube, I think.
But you. Oh yeah, maybe.
With their editing tool.
But it only saves the clips. You can't actually save the clip. Like I don't know if that makes any sense. Like they have a clip section. But download UCut and
Yep. I was just going to tell them that. You beat me
I
to
need
it.
the chat bot too.
UCut is a great one. It's free, by the way.
I don't know,
So
but
I use
instead of making
my videos.
ass posts, I would be sticking some video.
I've been
up.
using it for about 2 years now. It's the best I've found that's free, at least.
Yeah.
There's better ones, but you got to pay for them.
I do that, Kim, too, but also like I actually do try to get the weekly goals done because it does. I don't know if it's really doing anything, but it looks like they're making me reach more people because of it.
I should do them. I don't pay attention to that shit.
I never do it on YouTube, but I should. I did when I was doing the whole Cannabis Connoisseur Critique Hour show, the news show I was doing. I was always streaming those to YouTube. So most of my stuff on YouTube is just from streaming it from StreamYard and saving it, and it stayed over there.
But there's steps that Facebook gives you every week to meet your goals and shit.
Weekly goals, yeah.
I get like 25% every week, and that's just by like what I do naturally.
That's how my profile is, but my page, I'm trying. Like I'm at 83% progress.
I'm glad I don't worry about that shit no more. Big disconnect.
I don't do it no more either, but
I don't. It's not that I don't. It's not that I worry more than you guys. It's just that I have more time to do it than you guys, and I'm not a dig. It's just like I have the time.
No,
so,
I'm just lazy. You have more of a will to do it. I'm just lazy, and it's honestly a lot of work to make a good show that you don't get much love for unless you're pushing out there. So it's a lot of work.
At least I've seen it go up and then back and down. Like so, that part is kind of unnerving. But at the same time, I already have other things to fall back on as I'm still doing the same thing. Like as far as my physical business and yada yada. Bean, what'd you say?
I finally got my monetization back on Fire in the Hole after 2.5 years of being restricted.
The fuck they take it for?
A couple of different things along the way. Kept adding things on it. The last one,
they tried to say you was selling stuff, or
the last one was promoting sexual explicit content.
Oh yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
What the heck were you promoting that they?
It was just
I
a
just want to
series of
know.
unfortunate events.
I just want to know, Pimp Daddy Bean Dango, did the prostitutes name you Bean? That's what I
Well,
want to
it was
know.
all,
Make any
it
money
was
off
actually
of
all
it?
Cat's fault.
Did you make any
It's
money?
all Cat's fault, and I'm gonna stick to that.
Oh wow, Kat's not here to defend herself. Kat was supposed to come back, but she's been on a phone call forever. I hope she didn't fall in.
Yeah. Why can I know
no.
that as facts without knowing the story?
I didn't think
It's
about it
definitely
until
Cat's fault.
after I didn't think about it until after I did it. I made the title of my live, "Let's Party Like I'm 9," and they just brought the cupcakes out, which that could be looked at like a
That's
little.
still, you still have to like purposely look at that bad to make that. Sound.
Yeah, but then within the first minute of the
Yeah,
live Cat comes in and says, within the first minute of the live, Cat comes in and says, "I'm naked," and I said something super perverted, and then right away it got flagged.
Look,
I mean, that could
totally
be seen
get that.
as a nice nun, but yeah.
Right. Okay. So look, listen. I totally get that, and in a real, in like a perfect world,
I think
I can see that having a problem.
Oh,
But-
really?
Like, I keep falling back on this video that's still flagged on my profile now, from like 2 years ago. The video was less than a minute, like less than 30 seconds, I think. I didn't even say anything yet. There was no weed in the video. It was literally just some plants on my aquaponics system, and then it showed an error. It said error, and it shut me off. And then it flagged me for selling GUNs and drugs and all this stuff. And I'm like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've talked to them, and I pay, and I can call. Like, there's a number I can
They
actually
just
call.
changed a bunch of things like a month or two ago. That's how I got mine on.
Maybe they messed with it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Go back and try to dispute it again.
Because
So then I
Actually,
thought that
It
I
didn't give me.
too, and I didn't. I did not try to
Okay.
tell you anything.
It didn't give me an option to dispute it for like 2 years, and then all of a sudden the option was there.
But there's a way, even without disputed. So you say you pay for stuff. So pay to promote the thing that's flagged. And when they tell you you can't promote it, then appeal it from there.
It's not available to promote. If it's anything,
That's
like
what I
mine,
say.
The post isn't available to look at or anything.
they actually
That's what-
took it off.
That's what I'm saying. If you can see it though, and when it says not available,
you
it
can't
gives you
either.
an option. It gives you,
No.
oh, well,
If the post
It
is
did.
bad enough, they won't even let you look at it.
They removed it.
Not
Actually,
anymore?
Now that you said that, I checked. It's gone. But there is another one from 2025. What month was it? March 15th last year.
You know what I do when they
for
don't give me
cannabis.
option?
For
You know what I do when
cannabis.
they don't
That's
give me
probably true.
option to dispute? If you go on your phone, go onto the screen where it gives you the violation, and shake your phone and report a bug. I'll do that like for a week and keep sending them that, and then all of a sudden it'll give me an option to dispute.
That's
Huh.
funny. That's wicked. That's weird. And
I am on a 30-day Facebook restriction right now
Fuck Facebook.
the only thing they did was not let me go live. And apparently they're restricting weed again. So be careful, guys. Like all I did was show one of my plants in the tents on somebody else's live, and it came up, and I got a 30-day, and I disputed it, and I ain't heard nothing in 3 days.
you know what? You can call me a sellout or what, but I basically, like, the only thing that you will see me do is maybe talk about it, and I might smoke it, which they will hit you for that too. But I'm not showing a bunch of plants. I'm not showing, like, I'll do some bubble hash, but I won't show the close up of it or anything. And I
But
kind of
there's whole
step back
groups
from.
and lives dedicated to just that.
I know,
I-
man.
you know,
and
so-
I can see when I'm doing my lives when like I got like a bunch of people on the YouTube side, right when like there's too much weed involved, all of a sudden all them numbers drop.
hmm
Oh yeah, YouTube will definitely hit you quick.
That's why, yeah. I can't believe there's 2 people watching on YouTube right now, but that's you still there, and maybe somebody else.
I think Cat's still in there.
Who's you?
Well, Fifth
Um,
was the last one to comment there, so I figured you were watching there.
Uh,
Bean, I mean. Yeah, we everybody's almost everyone's left. Can we get a hashtag PITB in the chat? Who's here still? We'll spin the wheel real quick while a few people are still in the house. You gotta be here to win, and there's gonna be a lot of people here that aren't on the wheel.
So I saw something earlier today on Facebook about that somebody had sued the IRS to legally allow you to declare your pets as dependents. So I went and I looked it up because I was like, what? I wonder if that's true. So I went and I looked it up, and it's true. Somebody is suing the IRS
Hi, Kayla.
to so
They
that
are
be
dependent.
claimed as dependents.
Damn.
They are.
They should. They should. You pay doc bills
They
and
are.
everything, medical bills.
This is the slippery
Yeah.
slope stuff we talk about. But you're every dog is a service dog now. Now they're part of a family. That was your choice to buy a dog.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because I think it was Virginia or one of the states over there just passed a law recently saying that pets are are considered family.
Look, I could see that if they made a more rigorous like adoption process. To Bean's point, like if it was a similar process that you had to go through to like adopt a child.
It is in Illinois.
Do you think just buying
Kinda.
a dog? I went and bought
still-
my dog.
Adopting a dog, not buying a dog, just adopting
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Like go down to the
I don't even
SPCA
think
and
so.
adopt a kennel dog and see how much
I would-
paperwork and bullshit you got to go through.
I would more agree with giving it a separate status, but as a full blown like dependent, like that doesn't make sense.
No, no.
So a deduction.
Maybe get like a
so maybe
tax
they should
break or
allow
something.
it.
Of some sort, like a
deduction.
small tax break,
Yeah.
but
To get them their rabies
Yeah.
shot.
I would say it would also be it would be determined by how you treat the dog then, because I would say you wouldn't get that deduction if you were giving them dry ass kibble. The kind of
Well,
shit
I
we
would
already
imagine
found,
that
we already
if they
know
would
has
put-
nothing in it.
I would imagine if they would put restrictions like that on it, it would be like if it's going to be a service dog, but then you'll see like all of a sudden every dog is a service dog. Like,
Every dog should get real food.
Hey, if they can give our tax dollars away for other bullshit, why not for your pet, right?
Right. Like
Yeah.
you get a tax. Well, look, I don't know how to capitalize on it yet, but there's a whole bunch of tax write-offs that like having your business in your home, all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
yeah.
I can help you. I can help you capitalize on a lot
But
of
I
them.
don't pay in because of where my income comes from, so I don't.
And neither
make
do
enough
I.
yet. So I don't make enough
You
yet.
got
I
a
don't
cir-
think it-
you
I don't
got
think
a you got a circuit breaker to deal with every year.
Yeah, and I need to actually upgrade my circuit breaker, honestly.
Yeah.
If
I
we're
know
talking-
I'm not a fucking tax expert, but I've been filing my own taxes since the 90s, since I first had a business. And I've been doing it straight here for the last 7 years. So, and I
Nice.
told you on another live the other day, I don't pay the government nothing.
Yeah, that's how
Not
you.
a-
That's how
not
it
a-
should be.
not a
That's how
dime.
that's how you should balance your taxes.
And then I ain't doing nothing illegal. Nothing. The mileage alone eats up anything I'm going to owe the government.
Yeah, and I think that's
It's
actually
really that
supposed
simple.
it's supposed to happen. That's how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to equal out.
Yeah. You
But-
get almost 50 cents to the mile
Hmm
For
in a
what?
tax deduction in Illinois.
Doing your taxes, and I think every state I can maybe say this is that it's supposed to work out that you like break even. You don't owe them anything, and they don't owe you anything.
Mm.
Well, the
Sounds
people
like-
that are paying the taxes would rather it work out in their favor, and the government would rather it work out in theirs.
Hmm
But if you're smart enough about your taxes, if you make enough money that you have to pay the government, you don't really have to pay them, and you don't owe them anything.
Right. What'd you say, Lisa?
Period.
So it kind of does depend on how much you make, because the more Joe made, and he didn't pay in all year because he was self-employed, so he did have to pay them something. But the last 2
Yeah.
years that he didn't make that much money, he was able to write it off because you can write off
Yeah.
your mileage and
Mhm.
shipping
You can
and
write off your phone bills. You can write
your
off
internet.
clothes, shoes. You can write off anything that you can relate to a work expense.
Mhm.
And them are just like, you could just honestly, most people, if they're doing a business where they're doing a lot of traveling, the mileage alone on a standard deduction is going to take away anything you owe the government.
You
And
okay,
then you got
Bean?
your
So you
car
could just you could
insurance and
you could just
everything
take
else.
you could just you can just take the standard deduction and you're good. You don't owe them. You might get something back.
IRS still owes you from 4 years ago, Alice. Still waiting for it. I wrote them and told them I wanted interest.
Good luck. Good luck.
You'd be lucky to see a dime. That's the sad part. Like if it was a true, like if everything really worked, like legitimately, it would be interesting. But would things be boring?
Once
Would we be
Another
like?
thing in the
people,
new year we need to see an overhaul on
Yeah.
the government. I didn't say that. I gotta go. Bye.
Bye, Elisa. Happy
Have a
New
good
Year.
bye,
night.
Elisa.
Happy New Year.
Oh, hey, look at
You
this.
too.
I don't know if he's here still. Bet-Ann. Is Bet-Ann here? Bet-Ann?
Ann, you're muted. You're muted. Ann, you're muted.
Got him, Bet-Ann.
I'm torching my rig right now.
Oh, nice. I'm about to do the same thing. But yeah, what I was doing is like I started to say Ben, Ben and Ann put together. Bet-Ann.
Ann.
Bean, you got a few of these stacked up now.
Yeah, I should start giving them away with the waffles.
Ty, I think you won the other day too.
Yep. Somebody gave me a few too, didn't they? Or no, that was over the other day in his
Hold on,
fire. Oh, never mind.
Maybe I had you on it already. Let me see.
You know, I think that the IRS, I think like if you have to pay like veterinary bills or insurance on your animals, because I do a lot of advocacy with like animal welfare kinds of stuff, like what do you call it, rescue and stuff work. And I was reading something recently where somebody was talking about their dog tore its meniscus, I want to say. And they were asking people's opinions about what they should do to get that fixed. And one of the people came back and said that in dogs, when they tear one meniscus, that they should have both meniscus done because they'll eventually tear the second meniscus and stuff like that. And like those are expensive fucking operations. And there's no, like, unless you buy pet insurance, which I don't know what the percentage of people having pet insurance is, but my God, can you imagine the expense of paying out of pocket for that stuff for your animal?
Yeah.
You know, I could see like maybe a deduction or something like that. I don't know, maybe for insurance or health kinds of stuff, because there's certain dog breeds like golden retrievers most of them die at around the age of 10 from cancer.
At the same time, though, I don't see them getting past the argument that it's still a choice.
So that made me think about Bobbert.
What?
That made me think about Bobbert.
Too.
I still didn't catch it.
Kids are a choice too.
That's true.
Yeah, but kids we have different. Kids and pets aren't on the same level. Like, I don't think that's why I was kind of pushing back on the whole as a dependent, because I feel like that puts them on the same level as a kid, and I don't think it's even near the same thing.
I bet you could use them as a deduction, though.
A lot of people that feel I feel like my pets are my kids.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
expenses
most
for a
people.
pet's lifetime compared to the expenses for a child's lifetime, and then the benefit to society that you get out of the child in turn. That's really the reason that you get the benefits from the government, is because they're going to get the benefits long
Because
term.
we need more children. Yeah, I guess that's the.
Yeah, what benefit do they get out of you owning a pet?
Nothing. But I want you to think about this. Y'all know Bobbert, right? And his family owning the dispos and stuff where he's from.
I don't know
Bobbert
that.
rides around. Well, he rides around and delivers weed for his family's dispo, and he has his dog with him. And I,
Bobbert was a
as
glass
security,
blower.
as part of security, I bet you I could write that off in taxes in that capacity.
Oh, you will be now.
If it's part of your business, sure. Yeah, I'm sure you could. But what would you write off? The dog food and the medical and the vet bills?
No, the security. But I mean, you would have to put a value to that security
Yeah.
when you're writing your taxes. But you could, I bet you I could wiggle it in there and it would pass.
Yeah.
I've done that a lot.
Being you got 8 now, 8 of them.
In that capacity only. You know what I mean? It'd be hard for them to prove that.
What are the values? What do these things get me other than like game day tickets?
So okay,
What?
I'll explain it.
Deduction.
Since you're a subscriber, the Indoor Farmer coupon does a lot of things. You could actually trade it in for a bag of swag when I have enough of that. I get it from events and stuff, a bunch of little goodies for about $5 worth of swag. You can also trade it in for any of the merch that I have. Each coupon is worth about $5. Any of the hats, the shirts, the banners right here, the magnets, and then also every single one of the sponsors for game night are included in this store credit. You can actually save 4 of them up and use them as a coupon to any one of the sponsors, any of them that you might like, that you might have been wanting to get something for. And then, hold on, not done. Also, you can use them as a game night ticket, which allows you to not have to be there as a subscriber. So for you being like, I don't have time to be there, you can be like, can I use a ticket? Well, all you got to do is comment on the post that day and say, I'm going to use a ticket.
I'd imagine you have an influx of these out there. And at $5 a pop, that sounds like you should probably have a bank account somewhere with some money to cover it. And what, can I just burn
How
mine?
do you know I don't have money to cover this?
Can I just burn mine for you?
Look, let me. Look, I like to be transparent. A lot of people would say, "Oh, hold a lot of this to the vest." Well, I like to just be out front with it. A lot of my subscribers that win a lot of those do not trade them in because they don't plan to, and that's fine. You can win them and not do anything with them. You can win them, give them away.
What if one of them's like, all of a sudden, I got 75 of them and I want to trade them all in? I want to have a shirt. I
talk about this all the time. You're not here often enough on my other shows, but I tell people all the time, you don't think that you can all come at me at once and try to trade them all in. And we actually joked to Margaret all the time, like she's going to pay for her honeymoon with hers because she just hit 69 Indoor Farmer coupons. 69 times 5, right? But listen, I'm not even done with what you can use them for now, because I'm making more ways that people have to use them so that it makes sense. Okay, so in game night, if you're a regular member at $2 a month, you get put on a basic wheel, the introduction wheel, and that wheel only has more coupons on it. The other wheel, the pro wheel, for $5 a month, has all the sponsors on it. Every sponsor now. I could list them all. There's like 12 sponsor prizes every week, plus another coupon that's a $25 coupon from me on the pro wheel. Like, so five Indoor Farmer coupons. I give away like $60 or $70 in coupons every week. Now, I don't expect them all to be spent at the same time, but I'm also letting people spend one to go up to the pro wheel. So then you get to use one that week, and then you get a sponsor prize maybe. And the other thing, now people have to use one for shipping. Anytime I have to ship anything physically from me, I'm taking a coupon. Because most people have, like, I don't even know of an individual case where somebody wouldn't have one to use for shipping because I give them out enough. So I like to think that some people trade them in for like merch and stuff, and that cost me money at one point, but at this point it's a fan that's earned it because they've been around long enough to earn enough. Anyway, I think it makes sense, but yeah, I've talked about it recently a few times. I don't want to get back into it. But I've talked about how, I feel like maybe I'm burying myself with some of this. But you know what? I've seen a dip in my subscriber base, but I also I'm not out here to beg people for subscription. And $2 is like, I have seen people say, "Oh, I don't have that right now." Like, okay, you're gonna so I talk about it all the time. But at least on game night, for $2 for 30 days. And you can play 4 times plus the 8 chances to win throughout the week of more coupons to basically make more money back than what you pay me every month. And I don't know anybody out there that can guarantee that like I can. Now, all you got to do is have a place to trade some of this. You got to win some beans, you win some of the other physical prizes or gift cards, whatever. You find someone to trade it with. And you give them half price. They make a good deal. You made some more money than what you paid. It's a win-win. Like, I don't see a downside to it. The only problem is it's not always easy to just like find someone to trade something to. So I get that, but man, we're giving away like hundreds of dollars a week to some people individually, like 2 or 3 packs of seeds that are like $30, $40, $50, $60 a piece. Or more.
All right, everybody. I got 8 indoor farmer coupons. I got $20. Who wants them?
No, that's $40.
Yeah, no, I'll let them go for 20.
Oh, I see.
John, yeah.
Hey, Dean.
Hey, Waylon, do you drink tea?
I sometimes. Do you think I seem caffeinated right now? I'm just a little extra medicated.
No. I just want to show you this new thing I got for my. So my mom had great big hibiscus plants growing out front here, and they come back every year. So I got this so I could make hibiscus tea this year.
Oh, nice, dude!
pot.
I was looking at this paper, this like picture on Wednesday a few weeks ago, and we were looking at all these different trees that have edible leaves. Like normal
lots.
trees that are around us, yeah, like their leaves are edible, but mostly I'm sure you got to like cook them or make a tea, like whatever, something like that. But
most plant materials you can just eat straight. They just taste better when you cook them or tea them or whatever. Like the hibiscus plant that I was just mentioning, big dinner plate size flowers, but the whole plant's edible. From the root stalks to the flower, you can eat the whole thing. And it's got many benefits, antioxidants, et cetera, et cetera. When you make it in a tea form, you concentrate it and your body absorbs it quicker. All the benefits.
Did you know that okra is a hibiscus plant?
she said
the plant okra.
Yeah.
Margaret says she's saving hers up for my car. What?
Hey,
Yeah,
Bean.
that's what she said.
lease. It's a lease, baby. You can't do that.
Hey, Bean.
But
Your little decanter of well, it's not back there now, but your decanter of that,
It's just apothecary back there.
was that bourbon?
Yeah.
What was that? Bourbon, something bourbon?
brown sugar bourbon.
One bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really strong. Looks like you've
One
been.
beer.
Yeah,
Looks like I've been drinking it.
It looks like it's been consumed.
Yeah. I didn't drink too much of it, but I mean, honestly, 1 glass does the trick. That shit is so good.
Yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm. It's
what do
bourbon.
you call it when you infused it? I infused it with weed for like 6 months.
Yeah.
You did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
Nice.
saying it. What did it do to make it taste bad or something? I can't remember what you
It's
said.
just
about
so strong. I like to sip my booze. Like, I don't like a 90 proof. Like, I don't need that. I want something that's like smooth.
You taste the
And
cannabis?
no, I just picked it too strong of a bourbon.
I see.
Oh, of a bourbon?
Yeah.
No, I like
Well, it
bourbon.
had to be strong to get the stuff out of the weed.
That shit'll, like, it'll hit my stomach and it comes right back up.
Bourbon's
like-
the best alcohol drink to me.
Would you do like steep bud in it with like cheesecloth or something? I'm not sure how you.
No, I just put the weed into the bourbon, put it in
And
a
then
dark
strain it.
closet,
Straight up.
took it out, shook it every couple of days. Yeah, left
Oh,
it in
wow.
there.
It's no
6 months.
different than making FICO. You use Everclear. It's alcohol. The alcohol extracts the trichomes from it.
Yeah,
You don't,
granted,
well, you're not going to drink
granted,
it.
you don't get as good of a quality using only 90 proof. You're supposed to use like Everclear or something like that, but it still did the trick.
190
Like,
proof.
like I said, one glass and I was pretty fucked up.
What was the weed you put in it?
Yeah.
It was some homegrown that Susan gave me.
Did you
I used
decarb
to-
the weed first?
Yeah, and I used 1.5 ounces for a. What's that? It's
I guarantee you it'll fuck you up. I wish I could have a shot of it, but I bet you it is nasty.
That size bottle. What
Did
would
you
you call
feel-
about that size bottle?
A fifth.
Yeah, so that's how much I used with 1.5 ounces.
I mean, not that I
Yeah.
know or anything. But wow, all these memories just came back in my head as I thought. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know what that
You
is.
start thinking about that Mad Dog 2020. That's what you start
Bro,
thinking about.
I can tell you, like my 22nd or third birthday, or maybe I don't even know how old I was. No, maybe a little older. But my point is, there was a birthday that I remember driving somewhere and not even remember driving. You know what I mean? And so I don't want to be that guy. I'm not that guy anymore for sure.
Yeah.
So, like no more, none of that. Hell, I did that when we got back from. I have this whole story about when we got home from Iraq. We were in Fort McCoy for 2 weeks, Wisconsin, where we had to do like what they call demob or all this paperwork and stuff, and they would finally let you loose and be like, all right, be back whatever Monday, and we would. You had like I don't know how many soldiers with a bunch of money in their pockets, and they're finally back to where there's a bar in the States,
Yeah.
like, because it was a dry country. And
Right.
I remember driving a bunch of us back home. I didn't even know how to get back home when I was sober, but somehow I got us back home like just belligerent, and I'm not proud of it, but I am proud that I was usually the guy that would say, I'm driving. You're not driving. Even if I shouldn't have been driving.
I was
I'm
always
still
the designated
driving.
drunk driver.
Right.
I was. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Me too.
And it
Because
was
you know what, I can drive a straight line pretty damn drunk. Impressively enough, I've been told it over and over again. I know it to be facts, but
We were just talking about this on my live the other day. You could get me to
Yeah.
do well, not anymore. You could back in the day. You could have got me to do anything if you just tell me I'm the best at it. So you tighten my head up.
well, that's probably true.
Like, yo, you're
That's
the
probably
best
true.
at drunk driving.
That's
like you drive
funny.
better drunk than sober. I'm like, I do know that.
no, like I wasn't okay. I
Even-
could
Well, I
see
knew
how
better than that.
I could see how that would go, but for me it was like I knew that I was keeping one foot in reality more often than not. I mean, if it was something like maybe LSD or mushrooms or something, like nope.
I'm
I
the
can
same as
still-
you, Waylon.
I can
Oh
still
yeah, I can't
keep-
drive on mushrooms. Mess
Like
does it all the time.
I used to call it the babysitter personality. When I would be a partier, like I would be checking on making sure people are okay. Hey, you probably should drink a little bit more water, my guy. Like whatever. Because people don't.
Yeah.
When you're
Is
young,
that why
like
you
that,
have no friends?
I was never the one that excessively drank anyway. I was always the one that was at least drunk out of my friends. Not that I wasn't drunk, but I was the least drunk. So I was, at least for us, was the smartest one to drive home. Because I
was
never
blacked
really
out
was
all
that.
the time.
I was never that guy. I knew
Yeah,
my
I was
limits,
blacked out
and
all the
normally my limits, my body would tell me because I'd throw up. Once I threw up, I'm like, nope, don't need no more. I'm done,
I don't
and
miss
I'd
that.
be dead.
I don't miss the dry heaves after throwing up.
After
When I
throwing it
was-
all up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was young, it didn't make me sick. Like I wouldn't get hangovers, nothing. And then I quit drinking for like 3 years. I didn't touch
Mhm.
booze at all, and then started drinking again. And the hangovers were fucking vicious.
The
I
older
drink on
you
a
get,
Friday.
the worse it's going to get.
I'd have a 6-pack on a Friday, be hungover till Sunday afternoon.
The
Because
worse,
it's
the older
toxic.
you get, the worse it's going to
Poison.
get. I promise.
It's a poison, right? Like that's the
Yep.
truth of it.
I mean, I don't even really drink now. If I do, it's a beer here or whatever to accent my
I
my
like
weed.
to have, I like to have
Or
one.
I have a sip of whiskey like him, like a glass of bourbon, and then the
Yeah.
bottle goes back in the fucking fridge for fucking
And what-
7 months or something, you know?
It'll take me an hour to drink a 2-finger glass of bourbon. Like,
Hmm
My
I'll
eyes
sip on
are
it
gonna
even
melt.
longer, yeah. I might have smoked 10 joints, but that glass, in that time it took me to drink that whole glass of bourbon, because I am a sipper like you.
I don't know though,
But I
guys.
used to really drink. I don't want
I
to
ne-
be drunk, man. That is not a good feeling. I don't know
I
why
never
people
liked
like it so
bourbon,
much.
for the flavor.
I never liked bourbon. I never liked that kind of. I never liked Jack. I could do a little
I like
Captain
Jack
Coke.
Daniels, but I can't stand Jim Beam. Jim Beam tastes like
No,
shit.
I don't like Jim Beam either. Oof. And then you
See,
got
I'm the opposite.
I don't like,
I like Jim. I don't like
tequila.
Jack.
I could do tequila, no problem. A
Yeah,
lot
I
of
can
times.
do tequila. I can do vodka.
Kayla's drinking
I
don't
tequila.
like them, like-
I can do bourbon, but I have to mix it. Man, if I do straight bourbon on my stomach, it fucking comes right back up.
The only
Yeah.
time I want clear liquors is in my Long Island iced teas. And that's the only other drink that I really drink. So
Well,
listen, when I go to drink, I want a buzz. There's no quicker way to do it than a Long Island.
When you sip a bourbon, you're only really putting enough in your mouth to like wet your tongue. Like that's each sip is
To
less
get that-
than just enough to wet your tongue, taste it.
Get that numbness on the tip.
Shot, 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 shot. Everybody.
At least that's how you're supposed to drink it. You're not supposed to fucking down it. You fucking alcoholics. Shit.
That's why you're throwing up.
You ever heard of Eiffel Tower? Not the sexual one, but where you like they're not. No. I'm sorry. It's Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty.
No. I'm sorry. It is the sexual one.
Yeah. Now that is the sexual one. Statue of Liberty is where you dip your finger in the 151 or whatever. You light your thumb on fire, and you take the shot, and then put your thumb out.
Huh.
I had a bartender
Yeah.
ask me what I wanted. I said a blowjob and sex on the beach. She started grabbing bottles. I'm like, no, you misunderstood me.
Whoa! What is that? I'm not thirsty right now.
I would have
Slippery
went
nipple.
immediately to the jukebox and start playing "Sex on the Beach" for you for that one, bro, if I heard it.
Now,
I'd be like,
dude,
yep, gonna
the
have
rest of the
sex
joke-
on the beach.
being the rest of the joke is like 5 minutes later, this tall blonde guy comes over and lifts up his shirt to expose a nipple, and he's like, "You wanted a white Russian and a slippery nipple?" And you're like, "No, that's not what I ordered, son of a."
Autocorrect.
Does anybody here like White Russians?
Whoa! We don't get like that on here. I'm just kidding. I don't.
Used to. I outgrew it. They're too sweet now. It's like bleh.
I just never
I don't know if
could
I've
get
ever
it.
had one.
A White Russian's got Kahlua in it, right?
Yeah,
I don't mind
Not
Kahlua.
and Bailey's, don't it?
Kahlua.
Baileys.
I don't like
Yeah,
Kahlua.
Bailey's.
I don't like chocolate liqueur at all. So yeah,
I don't mind
I like
chocolate.
anything
liqueur,
milk.
I just don't like coffee. I don't like the coffee.
Kayla loves rum and I'm tequila tonight. Oh, you're tequila. Oh, I get it.
Any kind of
Rum
milky
used to be my
alcohol is
thing.
disgusting.
I don't fuck with tequila because I go to jail
I
every
used to
time.
drink Southern Comfort. Remember that? SoCo.
SoCo, hell yeah. One of my
Yeah, I
probably
can't-
my second drink after Mad Dog.
I went into the bar down when I first moved down here. I'm like, let me get a shot of SoCo. They're like, shot of what? Fucking SoCo. You don't know what that is?
I'm in the fucking South. What the
For
fuck?
real.
Yeah,
Like
What is
Southern
some little
Comfort.
thing.
Or like in Pennsylvania, that's where Yingling was made. It's like the oldest beer in the country. And around there, you don't say, "Can I get a Yingling?" It's, "Can I get a lager?" Because it says lager in big letters right across the front of them. It's like the only beer you don't got to call by name. So I come down here, I'm like, "Let me get a lager." I'm like, "Which kind?"
Uh,
"A fucking lager. What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Yeah, we have Budweiser, we have Michelob, we have."
I bet you guys have some really good mojitos down there.
I don't know. Isn't that what it meant?
Yeah,
Is that the
they're
sexual
really
thing?
good.
Oh,
Oh, I love mojitos, man.
Mojito.
it can be if you want it to be.
Well, I used to be a bartender, believe it or not, and I
Believe it.
bartended at 2 different places, not very long.
You wear the short shorts and everything.
Well, it depended. It was the seasonal. You know, I worked at Sky Harbor.
Depends on whether it's a gay bar or a straight bar. Just-
I did bartend with a gay guy when I worked at Ruby Tuesdays. He always wanted.
and don't
he was
don't
always
get it
wanting a
twisted.
piece.
They know how to make money. They know how to make money, no matter if they try to get at you.
He was wanting a piece. We went out a few
Yeah,
times. Went
tie
to some
tips, I'm
bars.
good.
What's that?
I say, yeah, tie tips, I'm good.
Yeah, I sure do. Especially if that booty nice.
But anyway, I used to love. I used to go places and
What that
I
booty
would
do.
try the Long Island iced tea because it was the drink that I liked making the most because I'd get the most compliments on it. I thought, oh,
Oh, yeah?
I'm making that thing.
I need you to make me one.
Well, dude, it's been years. I can't even remember.
If I can taste the sweet, if I can taste the sour mix, it's too weak.
You don't want it
Oh,
to
no,
be too.
nope.
You want it to have a little taste of the liquor, but not nearly as much as what some of these, like a lot of places, will just be crazy with.
That
I'm
is
not-
my
I'm
favorite
fill
drink
my
to go
cup.
out with. But you got to make it properly, and people make it different. Some people put 4 liquors. Some people even put 7
Have a
liquors.
good night, Alice.
But the actual Long Island has how many liquors in it, folks?
Drink Bailey straight, Diane.
How
Grey
many
Goose and
liquors,
cranberry.
ex-bartender?
I don't know
You didn't answer
3, I want to say.
me. Nope.
3 or 4.
Nope.
It's not much.
Nope.
Not any more than that.
It is 5. It's rum, vodka, gin, tequila, and triple sec.
I can't stand
And then
it.
a splash of sweet and sour, and a splash of Coke. The original Long Island Coke, not Pepsi, not RC.
If you make me a Long Island, you better fill that thing like 85% of the way with liquor. And
Lots
then,
of ice.
Well, and honestly, the original Long Island was made in a tall glass with a half shot of
Yeah,
each.
it's a big drink. So yeah,
that
I mean,
was my
I
drink.
don't.
I'd go out. Me and my buddies would go out, and we would do 1 Long Island, 1 pitcher of beer, 1 Long Island, 1 pitcher of beer. And I don't mean a pitcher of beer.
Y'all
between
were fucked.
Yeah.
Y'all were fucked
We
up.
would get
Because when
mashed.
you mix beer with Long Islands, it's fucking crazy, bro. Yeah.
Well,
Dude,
that was
no,
like
listen.
we were taking a break from the Long Islands, so you drink a pitcher of beer.
Was the water to water it down?
Yeah,
God damn, two properly made Long Islands is like drinking a 12-pack.
oh yeah, we get
Seriously.
like 6 or 7 in, dude. That's
Dude,
when I say I
so-
blacked out. I blacked the fuck out like most nights.
I
Some of
bet.
my friends moved into the apartment complex I lived in, and we would play like drinking games, and we play 3-man with the dice, and it's like with 2 dice, I think, and every time you roll a 3, you become the 3-man, and then you have to roll a 3 again to get yourself off of 3-man, and it goes around to other people, and
Cool.
everybody else is rolling 3s, and every time they roll 3s, you got to drink because you're the 3-man. Anyway, so there was this one night where we went through like cases. I don't know how many cases, but there were 4 of us, and we played 3 different games all at the same time. So we're playing red black in one direction as far as like whose turn is it next. Then playing 3-man the other direction, and then we were playing I can't remember the other game, but in another direction, and all like there was someone's turn all the time, and we played it for
Yeah.
a little while like that. It was kind of intense, like because normally you got a lot of like people are kind of get lazy when they're in
Yeah.
that kind of mode, but they were drinking Beast Ice, I think.
That was always the party beer. Milwaukee's best.
Yeah, Beast Ice.
Oh my God, that's because it was the cheapest, and you
Yeah.
had a lot of people drinking.
Yeah, you always get your own 6-pack, but get whatever's going in the pong cups, flip cups, that's all Beast.
That or what was the other cheap one? Keystone. Put
Kim.
Keystone in that motherfucker.
Kim, what was your drink?
Oh no, I've had
Before
a lot
she
of
answers
them.
that, oh, sorry.
When I was younger,
Go
I
ahead.
really liked. I like mixed drinks. I like hard liquor. I like mixed drinks. So I like.
Did you ever do the wine coolers?
No, I didn't like that shit. It's nasty. to me.
You like
Boone's Farm. Boone's Farm. That's a wine cooler in a
Boone's
wine
Bong.
bottle.
You ever do the Boone's Bong? Boone's Bong me. That's 2.5 bottles of beer
When
right
I was
there.
younger, I liked Bacardi and Coke. I liked what do you call them? Pina colada.
151.
I can't do
Pina
Coke
coladas.
with liquor. I don't know why. Like,
Too acidic.
I like Jack and Coke.
I like vodka and cranberry. Call me
Yeah.
gay.
Now, when I got older, like in my 30s, I really liked the Cape Cod. I really liked vodka, but I like really high-end vodka. I don't drink the cheapy stuff.
Top
It's
shelf.
weird. I'm a Pepsi drinker, but in alcohol, I will only drink Coke.
Yeah.
I would rather drink Pepsi
Yeah.
than Coke too.
I don't like any cola.
I
and
don't-
alcohol.
I don't drink Coke at all. Like in the house or in normal life, it's all Pepsi. My whole fridge is
Yeah,
Pepsi Mountain Dew.
You're right
I
though.
feel
Like a Captain and Coke wouldn't go good. Like Captain and Pepsi wouldn't work right.
Uh-uh.
I feel like alcohol makes cola go flat right away, and it just tastes disgusting.
See, that's why I don't. Coke has the most fizziness.
Yeah.
So when you mix it with alcohol and it goes flat, it's not as flat as Pepsi or other colas. That's why I like only Coke in my alcohol for that
what's
very
your mix
reason you
then,
just
Bean?
said, Bean.
What would your mix be then? Like cranberry or whatever, like some orange
Yeah,
juice?
like
Juice.
vodka cranberry. Cranberry Sprite's good. Because Sprite's gonna keep its carbonation.
I really
What?
like now.
Or even like I guess you could do like a mix your
What's
alcohol
up, Tim?
with cola and then add like a seltzer to bring back the
A
carbonation.
lot of bars, you can just add the carbonation. They have the little hose
Yeah.
thing.
Carbonated water, fizzy water, yeah. Like a vodka and vodka soda or whatever they call
Mhm.
it.
I like mojitos now. I like Cape Cods. I like a good
So what do y'all?
light tequila.
I got a theory about
I never
tequila.
liked tequila. Tequila would fuck me up. Like that's a blackout night drinking tequila. But then I found Patron Silver, and that shit is
That's
smooth.
different though.
It's good.
Like you don't wake
It's
up with a hangover. Like I don't get like blackout belligerent. Like that
I got
shit
a
is
theory
good.
about tequila. Tequila makes men violent and women horny. And in my life, I found that theory to be 90% true.
Yeah, when I found
Yeah.
that Patron Silver though, it made me a happy motherfucker. Like I was a calm drunk, happy chill.
Yeah, I'd say that it
Yep.
is a little calmer. The Patron Silver is, but like I used to do the Cuervo,
It's better
whatever,
tasted too.
Yeah,
with
nah.
the
When I
Oh,
was-
Jose.
When I was 16 years old, I killed an entire bottle of Cuervo 1800. And we got back to
Now
my
that's the strong
house.
shit.
Yeah, it is. We came back to my house, and I was so fucking drunk. And my friend shoved her fingers down my throat and made me throw up. Otherwise, I probably would have died that night. But I had a hangover. For
See,
3
that friend
days.
would have been me.
I had a hangover for 3 days, and I
Only
was like,
because he
I
was
will
trying to see you naked.
never, ever, ever have another one of those hangovers, and I never have, man.
Choke on this bitch.
100%.
What y'all know about
For years
Rumplemans?
and years and years, even to this day,
Rumplemans.
man, I can't. There are certain tequilas I can't stand. Like I can't stand the smell or the taste.
Dude, 100%.
What you know
the
about
reason I don't
Rumplemans?
drink is because the hangovers. I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah,
Well, I've
it's
only
horrible.
had that one, and I can polish off a bottle of Jack Daniels.
There are ways
I know how
around
to
it.
do it without getting a hangover now, but not
They've got
really.
Isn't there a thing you
The
can
only
take
way I
now?
found around it was depending on what I drank. And yeah, there's a bunch of things you can take and do for the after effects, but it depends on what I drink. Some alcohol just don't give me hangovers.
No, you
Clear
can have
liquors
a
tend to
cup of
do that.
tomato juice with some Gatorade in there and some salt, and you make the concoction, you do the thing.
The whole remedy.
Yeah.
But I already get like severe migraines without alcohol and shit. Like, and
Right, me too.
alcohol thins your blood, and like it's just adding to the risk of.
Mm. Doesn't it? But isn't thinning your blood why you would take, like, say, Tylenol for a headache, to thin your blood and to keep it from pounding in your skull?
Tylenol doesn't thin the blood, I don't think. Aspirin does.
Well,
Yeah,
isn't it technically a
I-
acetaminophen or Sudafed?
No.
It's like the base drug underneath.
Acetaminophen.
Yeah, acetaminophen is what Tylenol is.
That's what aspirin is, isn't it?
Yeah. What?
Isn't that what aspirin is?
What? Acetaminophen? No.
Yeah.
But I think Tylenol is.
No. A Tylenol is acetaminophen.
You're right. It says no. It says it's not classified as a blood thinner. Okay, so it would be what,
No.
like Advil then?
No,
Advil's
Advil is
kinda
an
the
NSAID.
opposite.
Advil's an NSAID. That's like ibuprofen and such. That's a totally different class
Maybe
of drugs.
Excedrin. Maybe. So maybe you
Same
don't thin
thing.
your. Maybe you're not supposed to thin your blood for a headache. Then maybe.
Yeah, no, it's like it makes the blood move faster, and that shit starts fucking throbbing. I can feel it. Like it. Sometimes, like my vision starts pulsating because like
Yeah.
that's how bad it gets.
I have special
I could think.
medication,
I understand that.
and it's called sumatriptan, and it's for a migraine, and I'm supposed to take Tylenol with it, and it really does help. But at the same time, like, man, I don't know what I'm taking, but it seems to work. Because, dude, I'll have I literally that's one of my disabilities. It's like weeks long migraines, and now that I have that stuff, it's almost like that. Sometimes you'll see me with a headache on screen trying to get through it, but that's not nearly like it was. I have this cold pack thing you can put over your eyes. I find heat works nicely though, right? Being like a nice hot washcloth.
Yeah, so like if my headaches get so bad, I go in the shower and just let the hot water run over the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Have you ever had them so bad it made you throw up or made you
Oh my
nauseated?
god, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Almost
that's what they're bad.
Such bad
Almost every
migraines.
time.
You get that
had all
feeling
my
behind your
windows-
ears first.
I had all my windows covered with tinfoil, and I would lay in my room in the dark for like a week long. I couldn't move.
It's probably the plastics
Yeah.
in all our brains. and the
I know what my
blockers.
problem is. I smacked my head off the ground so many times. I was.
You are like
scared.
Gumby, bro. You've come back too many more times
Yeah.
than you should have now with
I
all the
actually had my skull cracked in two places during a fight. So like
What's up,
right
Red
where,
Six? Happy
right
New
where I
Year.
get the headache. It's
Right 6.
Right.
Come up, man.
yeah, right
So
where I
you
get the
tell me
headache is
you
where
have
my
CTE.
probably I would imagine so.
Mine used to be triggered by I had really bad sinus problems, and I had sinus surgery,
Me too.
and they cleaned out a lot of stuff. I wish I'd have had them do these sinuses up here, because like right now, we have low pressure. We have a low pressure system right now, and they give me bad migraines like nothing.
I got something for you, Kim.
Yeah. I got a bad deviated septum. I'd love to have a surgery for that shit.
You just plug
I
this thing
think
in
my
your
daughter
nose.
has it, bro. I think my youngest daughter has a deviated septum. Ever since she was born, the middle part of her nose sits over to the right, and she's always had problems with her nose.
Yeah.
Keep your booger
Is that what
snuffer
it is?
away. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's been cleaned with alcohol, thank you.
No, but it really helped having that sinus surgery. It really helped take away a lot of the migraine pain. And then
Yeah.
I started like figuring out like what my allergy triggers were and stuff like that. So I don't know, but
My brother had that done. He said it helped him a lot too. He talks different now too. Like,
Different
That is a
tone in
trip.
his voice, huh?
That's a
yeah,
trip too.
now that
You
his
see
nose
somebody-
is like wide open, like because one of my nostrils is like almost completely closed. That's how bad my deviated septum is.
you would sound
you
very
should get that
different.
fixed.
Yeah, dude, that's not. Yeah. You know. He knows.
Yeah,
He knows.
Yeah.
yeah. We got the money for that though.
It's probably a little bit like I hate to say it like this, but like a cheaper surgery when it comes to like as surgeries go. It's like
You don't have insurance, Bean?
No, not right now.
Hmm.
you could look at a co-op, I think they call it, where it's like a pool of people that go in together to get insurance without like aside from your business.
Yeah. It's so fucking
Sounds like an
expensive.
HOA.
Yeah, but you know what's really expensive is like the air that's coming in and out of your lungs. It needs to go through your nose. A lot of it, actually, a lot of people need to breathe more through your nose, especially when you go into public. Like you definitely want to switch to nose breathing when you're in public, because that's like literally your filter system for germs. It doesn't keep everything out, obviously,
Yeah.
but it is helpful.
And
I
if you
definitely-
cut all the
I already
hairs out
know.
of your nose, you cut half of the filter out, by the way, y'all. That's what they're there for.
I got to once in a while though, man. Mine get pretty crazy. You cut your nose
Me
hairs,
too,
man?
no doubt.
I have to
No,
say,
I have
I
to.
have
that's something that I even consider. I don't
I have
those hairs like
a
that.
weird thing. I don't breathe out of my mouth too much because people used to say mouth breathers, and like it just became like like I'm not really a mouth breather. Like you know, like it was always like mouth breathers are dumb people. You know what I mean?
Well, there's something to that because of the connection with the oxygen. It goes through a different process when you're inhaling through your nose than when you put through your mouth. And I can look it up, but it has to do with like the processing of oxygen and like you just get more of it in your bloodstream that way. And there's something better about it, right? So to be basic,
It
but-
goes to your brain and your bloodstream quicker, I think is what it is.
And
But
nobody
there's
wants
more
to see you
oxygen
sitting
through
there
your
like-
mouth to your brain quicker.
What,
I'm going to be like that anyway because I smoke too damn much.
I said nobody wants to see you sitting there like.
Yeah, well, that's definitely true. When it's a quiet, like you're just hanging out, quiet. You're both reading books. You know, your honey is sitting across from you, just.
I could hear your fucking hangy ball just dangling.
Right. Well, I already feel like that with like having a overactive sinuses, and honestly, that thing has helped. I'm gonna have to do it again soon. Jam it up in there and just you're shooting salty water up one side and sucking it back out the other side at the same time, and you get this pressure. My ears wanted to pop so bad for like 3 days after that, but I couldn't get them to really pop. So I don't know what happens. Like if I just keep going, maybe they'll fully pop, or maybe they'll blow my eardrums. I don't know if it's going to be a bad idea to keep going or what. But doesn't it make you? Yeah, it makes you feel like, oh man. I mean, I was like pulling on them, and then I noticed when I blew my nose or like hold my nose and blew, like it was so close to trying to pop, and it wouldn't do it. So I don't know how else I could have fixed that, but
I blew a hole in my eardrum once by blowing myself off with compressed
Oh.
air at work.
ooh,
Blew it into my ear, and like I would do that like blow out, like hold my nose and blow, I can hear like a whistle.
Why would
out
you
of my
blow
head.
the compressed air into your ear, my guy?
I was just trying to blow myself off, and I accidentally went by my ear.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah,
Well,
it
okay.
hurt pretty bad.
I almost cut my finger off with a pressure washer
Oh shit!
one time, which was like really dumb what I was doing, but it happened. I was
Yeah, those
washing
things
these.
are fucking strong.
Yeah, I was at a job where I got cut up a bunch when I only worked there like 3 months. It was like the only job and it was the last job I had, and the only job I ever was like, I quit. See you later, because I finally, like after 2 years of fighting for my disability, finally got it. Everything finally went through, and I was like, you know what? I don't need this. Like, I'm cutting my ass up, and you guys are not training me here. Like, it was like Wild West. Here's a warehouse. You figure out where shit's at. Like,
What
it
did you
was
do?
bad.
Like, what was it?
It was I'm not gonna call them out, but it was a company
Yeah.
that supplied plumbing materials to plumbers out at job sites. So we would, you could go in there actually too. There's like a sales floor that you could buy like some tools and different things, but basically a plumbing company, but not the company that's coming to your house to fix the plumbing. It's the company that those guys get their stuff from. If that makes sense. The supplier. So that makes, I could have shortened it up by the plumbing supplier. Yes. So, but I had a C driver's license, so I was driving and like delivering piping. Like sometimes these trucks, man, didn't even have walls. They were like cattle trucks with like cages, and like their pipe could just slide right off the back, and then there would be stuff like hauling stacks of this styrofoam in an open truck, flying down the interstate. Of course, a bunch of it's gonna break off and go flying, right?
Pretty much, you were the
Stuff.
fluffer. You were bringing the
Oh
supplies
man, I
to
was
the
just like
guy
I was
so
a
they could lay
warehouse.
the pipe.
Hey, hey. It was actually it was probably the best paying job I ever had. It was like $20 an hour or something. It was like $18, I think. So it wasn't like the biggest, craziest job, but it was better than what I was being paid. So I left where I was at, and then.
How long ago was that?
This is 2026.
Can't be the 4.
Right. I honestly feel like it was 2020. It was during COVID, man. Hauling pipe, fucking with the mask on and everything. By myself, driving in the truck with no, I'm just kidding. No, I had to put it on though. Go in places. Diane says it feels like water is getting inside my ears when I use the neti pot, and it hurts. See, that's why, like, I feel like any version of the neti pot or electric ones like that one, still not going to be pleasant. I mean, Kim, you've used a regular neti pot, haven't you?
Yep.
Bean, you couldn't use a neti pot right now.
I don't think I'd like it either way.
The water, you got to go sideways and you got to pour it in and let it run out the other side. I've never done that, but I don't think I'd want to do that.
Seems like waterboarding.
This other thing was pretty intense. Like water.
You don't want it too hot or too cold.
Right. You want it to be like warm, like room temperature, a little bit warm.
What?
The saline water going up your nose. They say, like, I read the thing, and it's like you just relax, and the flappy thing, it's called your I forget what it said. I forgot the term.
You got like everything itching right now.
The flappy thing in your throat, between your sinuses and your throat.
Tonsils.
No, they called it something else. It's
the larynx.
Nope. Let me get the box. I throw the box away.
I have one of those bottle ones, if that's what you're talking about. It's just a squeeze one. And you squeeze it in one nostril and it comes out the other one. And that actually does quite a bit. It does pretty good. Like if you got a runny nose and they're stopped up, it'll clean it out. And the saline kind of dries it out because it's salt.
Well, it's talking about your skin flap thingy, and I just don't think mine wants to stay closed like it should.
Oh, you got yeah. I just got a bottle that you squeeze, but it essentially does the same thing. It worked good for me. I suggest you use it if you need to, especially if you got a stopped up nose.
I tried it. I did a little. I made a reel about it. I made a video about it, Kim. If you didn't see that little video.
Yeah, I remember that video.
I just said, or just got a thing
It's
said.
disgusting.
Yeah, but a lot of people probably got informed by it. Thank you.
Mm.
Somebody's got to talk about it, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what a dry nose is. My nose is always clear, but it's always wet. I constantly blow my nose, and it's been like that for years. Like, look, I got this right here. It's not because I'm taking shit sitting at the dinner table. It's because I blow my nose a lot. And I don't know why, though. As long as it ain't stopped up, I don't care. Talking about a migraine.
I got a deviated septum, like pretty bad. But it doesn't bother me. It's been like that my whole life. Like it's been as far back as I can remember. I don't know what it would be like to not have it, so it doesn't change my life right now. So why not?
My big ass nose is a little cricky, but it don't come from a deviated septum. It comes from somebody punching me in that motherfucker back in the day.
But that could deviate your septum, bro.
That's right.
Well, yeah.
That's what
but my nose looked like that after he punched me. Literally, it looked like that, and the doctor cracked that shit back.
Well, he may have fixed it, Dean.
Yeah, my shit's like way off.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It just looks way bad when you guys do this.
It's not as bad as mine, but
like
we do it like this, then fuck it.
Yo, like, you know, Adrian, and you and me.
Yeah, you can feel the cartilage, like my septum is like, it's like curved like that.
Yeah, you should see my dad's, like.
The soft palate. Soft palate.
My dad. Yeah.
Thing.
My dad's never got put back. And he hit a buoy water skiing. And he broke a lot of shit actually that day. Actually, they say he broke like 50% of the bones in his body that day. Hit a buoy at 40 miles an hour water skiing, bro. Smacked.
This thing's
right here in this town where I live now, right here on this river.
You guys ready for it to fill up?
Yeah.
No, there's no water in it right now.
A lot more fancy than mine. See, I got the one I can control.
Anything along the lines of injuries for people in the boxes?
We have, but not in the games, not in the story. We do need to talk about that, man. We need to figure out what we're going to talk about next week, because I don't want to come down to the wire and be like, well, is anybody there? And then, anyway.
I think that'd be a good one, but I wouldn't just, like, how else would you put that? Not.
What did you propose?
In like injuries, like what type is there? Like we did athletic injuries one episode. I remember that. I actually superimposed myself onto a picture with Trent Unrestricted to make it look like him and I were friends in like track. Anyway, it was a fun thing back like years ago. I did.
Trent.
Yeah, it was like for some reason I cut out like I took some because he was sending us. Or he was on the show that time, and we were all just kind of showing pictures of like old like athletic stuff we were doing. So
I remember you had that wrestling picture of you too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I had to blur out the crotch because look, I mean that kid was
you
only.
Thought you had to blur out the crotch. You was just hiding the bean.
Hey, I don't want you seeing any of it. I don't want that kid being defiled at all. He was a wholesome kid back then.
A horny, wholesome kid, just like all the rest of the kids that age.
He may have been, but you know what? Back then, he sufficed off of like the squiggly lines on the channels that you didn't pay for. You know. And now it's like
Every
so
once
much
in a
more.
while, it would flash clear.
What was that? An elbow?
I
Oh
didn't-
shit!
I didn't think you were old enough to remember that.
But now it's like, you know, been so defiled from hell commercials and other things.
Right.
Uh,
Definitely desensitized.
very desensitized. It's a problem with relationships, man. I think that's a big problem. I think that's a big problem why we don't have as much marriage.
Why?
It's not just religion. It's because of there's so much desensitization, and people they think they have like 100 options all the time, and it's not really.
I think that breaks down
realistic.
to. I think that breaks down to the saying, "Too much of anything is a bad thing." So,
Mhm.
you know, the internet and your ability to find information at your fingertips in
Too
an
much
instant
information, yeah, overload.
definitely desensitizes the mind in a way. You know, when we was kids, man, excuse me for being graphic, but you know, the bone would stand hard just from looking at a naked titty or something. You
Oh,
know what I'm
snap.
saying? Now, because of Pornhub and the ease of it, it takes some freaky deaky stuff to get the same result.
Are you sure it's desensitization and not?
Yes.
You made me think of Boogie Nights, man. Boogie
I
Nights.
know, I know it is. I know it is because
You
the
see
more
that
you
meme?
watch, the further you have to go into what's the word for it? Into freakiness, for no better sense of the word,
Freakier.
Yeah,
yes.
but
to get pleasured. You
That's
start
right.
by
But
getting
that was
turned on by
preventing-
titties, but you're here now at 40, 50 years old, and you're watching people get whipped
but
with
is that
chains
what's
or whatever
preventing
you like,
people
you
from
know?
getting married? Isn't that what the main
What?
That's what that started
prompt
from.
was? Wasn't that what the main prompt was?
Yeah, I said.
What?
I feel like
That
that's
it was-
Oh, tonight?
No,
no,
that he
just
just
what
brought up.
this. Yeah, I've just said that this desensitization, I think, is a big reason why marriages aren't as prevalent nowadays.
Yeah, I don't
Definitely.
think that. I don't know if that. I mean, maybe. I think it's
Another-
more that there's so many options for people that people think that they can have anybody they want, and it leaves a lot of people alone later in life. Like you think
That's
you have
true.
so many options. Yeah, which when you're young you kind of do, but you're not really. These aren't real options. You know what I mean? You think you have so many
Right.
people that you're texting or calling or whatever when you're young, and then all that runs out. Like people, I think with how the internet allows you to connect to so many different people, I think that is probably the main cause that people
That's what I
not
said.
being in serious relationships. Like
So
I wouldn't say
I
it's so
agree,
much
but
Part
it's,
of the desensitization.
I think it's part of it because think about it this way, Bean. We think about all the options as how do I put this? Our vision of other options is influenced by media, porn, and other things, so forth. So, like just public, not just a porn.
yeah, but
like,
even back in the day when
models
you had when you had provocative movies and stuff like that, and you had the image of the sexy woman and all this stuff like that, you still only had the options of the town social and the local bar, and
right, the internet
you know what I
helps.
mean? Like,
Right, give you those.
like either way, your standards had to be
I don't
based on
I
reality.
don't get your
You only had
I
to
don't
pick
get
a
your
better.
I don't get your argument to the desensitization though, because everything you said is a progression of the desensitization of society as a whole. Like back in the day when you just had in the 50s when they only allowed on TV a shot of the top of the titty or something was a sexy thing that turned everybody on. To up to the 70s where porn became legal and we started to get porn movies straight on the VCR or whatever else ways they got, to the 80s and 90s where
Easy
you could get
Rider
it late night
magazine.
at 12 o'clock on cable. You know what I'm saying? It's a progression up to now. It's at your fingertips. All you got to do is type in a keyword. That
Yeah, but
all of that desensitizes. So this society now can look at anything, any freak that as a kid I didn't know what do they call the people who like to get beat, BDSMs and stuff like that. I didn't know what none of that stuff was
Okay.
as a child, but I guarantee you my child knows what it is,
Yep.
or
It's like
generally.
I took my
That's a
grandkids.
desensitization.
I don't know. I feel like
took my grandkids to the mall last weekend, and they wanted to go in Spencer's, and I said no. Spencer's has naughty things in it, and they're like, "Grandma,
Does.
there isn't
Love
anything in
that
there
store.
we haven't already seen."
yeah, but that could be a bluff. You never know.
No, it wasn't a bluff. I'm telling
It
you.
really
yeah.
isn't. They unless you are one of those parents who restricts your kids' internet access, which technology allows that nowadays, kind of. But like
It
when I
isn't
did it to
even
my girl,
technology.
Yeah, but
girl, she went to school and looked at
listen,
everything that I wouldn't allow her to look at here.
yeah, listen. I forget who the comedian is, but there's a joke where the guy he says, back in the day, if you had like some fetish where you like to get like carrots shoved up your butt, you were just alone in your room liking to get carrots shoved up your butt. Now there's a whole community for people like that. You know what I mean? Like you
That's
can
right.
join. You're part of something. Like
That's right. So maybe my society, my age, would have been desensitized too if we had information at our fingertips. But we weren't in that way that people are nowadays, man. The internet
No,
definitely
I don't think it's
desensitizes
a
you to
either or.
everything.
I think they both.
Every time you watch, listen, every time you watch a meme that goes by that sparks some emotion in you, one that you agree with politically, one that you agree with sociologically, whatever it is, that emotion being sparked is an emotion that without the internet wouldn't have been sparked on a daily basis. Over and over and over again,
like,
it desensitizes you.
I think I think the only reason I'm running into a roadblock is because I feel like desensitize implies like an agenda.
I don't think it's an agenda. Well, it could imply that
Self-desensitization
for somebody smart enough to think of it like that.
Well,
which would be our rulers.
It is an agenda. It's called capitalism, which not just the evils of like greed,
like,
but
if you're
the
being
natural progression of. Say again.
Like, no, go ahead.
I was just linking it because I actually am I actually believe in good capitalism, not crony capitalism. But the fact that the companies that started using the internet and the airways, we're taking advantage of, hey, if we do this and this and this, it's more addictive to people. Oh, we put a pretty girl in the picture. Oh, more people want to watch it. And like they kind of just over time found out that sex sells, which is something we kind of like primary like our primal selves. Like that's what we did. We ate and fucked, and we dragged women back to the cave and whatnot. But the thing
and
is,
I'm sorry, the less intelligent you are, the more sex sells to you as well.
Right.
Those are facts. And
people are getting less intelligent because of all these things like hormone blockers and all the stuff that we talk about.
It reminds me of the movie Idiocracy. You ever watch that movie? In that movie, in the future, these guys, that's all they watched on TV was sexually based programming and farts.
Yeah.
And it was funny.
Well,
and that was how the future is supposed to be.
But I see Bean's point. I don't see them as an either or. I see them as mutually the same problem of us being too connected to too many people. And that's the thing, is because the connection I make is that the fact that you can look at the internet and see more women than you can even look at that are above your expectations in whatever area you pick it, attractiveness, how much money they make, whatever you want to even point to. And you can say that for men or women, either side. Let's say the unisex. Whatever you're looking for on the internet, you can find those tens. You can find more tens than you can count, which is kind of funny because those are the women that, in a small town world back in the day, they would run the roost.
We're untouchable to a lot of people.
But then it's like, whoa, now you're a dime a dozen. And that's kind of, whoa, that blows you away now. I
don't think
that's the whole fantasy of it.
I don't think it affects women so much in that aspect as it does men. Like, because if
We just look at
already
top.
biologically already, even if it was a small town situation, the best looking, the whatever, the best prospect when it comes to women get the best guys. You know what I mean? So if you widen that out, those same
It's kind of natural
girls,
selection, isn't
those
it?
same girls that think like that put themselves as up on this scale are still going after the top tier of guys, which is actually shrinking as you scale out. You know what I mean?
Whoa,
So you
dude!
got
I just thought of it the other direction now. The future. What's the next step
Definitely,
of
I
us
think
being
that's true.
more connected? Like if the internet is what you're saying made us that hyper connected to where we think about when we can read each other's thoughts with like once like Neuralink or something gets fully adopted, which we're talking like generations from now, right?
I've read and saw a few program things that already said like Facebook has that in their technology. Okay, have you ever been thinking about, not talking about, because everybody by now knows Facebook listens to you, but have you ever been thinking about something and then 10 to 20 minutes later it pops up on your timeline what you were thinking
Probably,
about?
yeah. I think so.
See
Yeah,
if
it's
in the future if that doesn't happen more often than you're not. It'll make you think you're crazy.
nice, Alan. Yeah, sorry, Bean. You were in the middle of.
I don't remember.
Well, so I think no, I totally agree with you. I think on this, but I just all of a sudden, boom, it just went off of my mind. Like, what's going to happen when women and men can read each other's thoughts? It'll be more like it's going to shrink the number of men who can successfully, I guess,
Yeah.
connect with women even
It's going
more.
to shrink the number of population because they're going to end up killing each other, half of them,
Maybe, yeah.
if they could read each other's
I
thoughts.
don't know how that's going to work out. Like if it's just like very surface thoughts, maybe like slight emotions, like because Neuralink will give you the ability to like send DMs to each other like telepathically. You know.
I think at first it would be chaotic, but I think after all the truths were out there, then there could be no more lies because everybody would know everybody's thoughts. And I think the world might become a better place.
But you would just hear guys, the women will be walking around and guys going, boobs, boobs.
Bean said, hell no, that shit's going to blow up.
What do you think?
No, because I forget. So there's a saying that you get a free thought. Your first thought's free. Like that one, you didn't have any control over. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's what you do with that thought that you actually have control over. So could you imagine like the random thoughts that go through your? How many times do you think about fucking just? I don't want to say too. I don't know how.
Do it.
I have bad thoughts. You know what I mean? We all do.
So
But
we do.
Thought, nobody acts on these thoughts. It's not. And can you imagine how many people would get like attacked for the things that go through their head? And it's just random.
That's what I meant.
Bullshit.
That's what I meant. At first, it would be chaotic. But once half of the people were killed off because now everybody knows the truth, the people that were left couldn't lie to each other no more. You follow what I'm saying?
Thought's not yours. It's just random. Like, what's the real truth at that point?
People won't do that. You'll be walking and repeating something like ball.
That'd be terrible.
Ball.
There's also a saying. There's also a saying that I know you've heard, and that is your first thought is usually your right thought.
Gut instinct.
No, because my first thought sometimes is to just stab somebody in their forehead.
Okay, then maybe that's the right thought.
Yeah, but could you imagine if like you're in line with somebody and like they're just pissing you off and you're like, I just fucking stab you in the back of your fucking neck.
Well, and it doesn't have to be violent.
Okay.
It could be just a mean thought.
Okay, well
like
maybe
person that with
maybe God
body odor.
If you're religious, maybe God used you as a tool. Maybe that guy's molesting his little 3-year-old daughter when he goes home.
How did he become a fucking?
Your first thought is usually your right thought.
I want to stab this guy. It's over. He's done. Don't worry, God told me he was.
Today in Chipotle, man stabs another man in the forehead. But it's
Yeah,
okay
but, like,
because he was a child molester. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, there's a bunch of things that go through your head that you don't like really mean, or like it's like, how did that even? Why am I even thinking of this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just your brain does crazy
No.
things.
Yes.
I don't know what you mean. Unfortunately,
though?
I don't.
But
You don't
that's
sit there and zone out and just be like,
that brings up that brings up a good point. Did we talk
Not
about
really.
aphantasia before, Bean?
I wish I
on
could
the show?
what the
sometimes.
fuck is that?
Aphantasia. Aphantasia is where you don't think in words in you don't have an inner monologue. You think in colors
Yeah.
and like smells and shapes and stuff.
Yeah, that is a real thing, but that's not me. I have an inner
Could you
monologue, but
imagine though that just
normally my first thought
to
is
think
my
about?
correct thought.
I
That's my
had
experience.
a girlfriend once who could literally just be sitting there. Nobody's home. No, she's not thinking about
Mhm.
anything. Like, what do you?
Lights are on, but nobody's home.
Nothing.
I live in a 3D movie in my head.
Yeah, there's always like 12.
Yeah,
I have like 12
in
trains
pictures is how I
all
remember
on, like,
stuff
3
mostly.
tracks. There's like 12 trains. They're all trying to run and trying to do their thing on 3 tracks.
Even when I remember like numbers, they're in my head in a picture. It's a picture of those numbers, if you know what I mean. So I remember everything and photographically, yeah, mainly.
There are people that have that. I don't know what it's called, but you have like memories of you being in the womb and stuff. Like you don't.
Yeah, I
You
don't.
don't lose the memory. Like I guess most of us
I
lose
don't.
a bunch of memories as
I
babies.
yeah, I don't. But unlike most 50-year-olds, I can remember back to 3.
I remember. I
Vividly.
have a 5-year-old memory of it when I was 5. I remember a couple things.
Yeah, I remember a lot
Anyway,
at 5.
I gotta get out of here in a minute. What are we
Yeah.
planning on? Anybody else got any suggestions?
No,
for
I let's work your suggestion then. What are you thinking? Just like dumb injuries or accidents, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I
What is
right
this
away
for?
thought accidents. That's what led me to injuries, but
For this next week's topic, because we play a game. We normally on the show we play a game which involves the topic where we all produce a couple of stories that have that have to do with the topic from our life.
But they're not true
accidents.
stories, right? And you got to guess.
No. The stories are true, but we randomize them, and as we read them out, we have to guess whose story it was on screen.
I'm in if you do it about injuries. I'm in.
Okay, accidents though.
we
Bean, what do
need
you
some.
think? Like,
Yeah, we need some people that actually like have some good stories because I'm not accident prone. I don't want to.
I got a lot of injuries.
Yeah,
You're
'cause
not
it's
accident
like
prone.
every day that somebody has fucking fence posts fall on them and break them.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be too easy. Then it'll be like one time I got my head smashed by a giant box at work. You're like, oh no. No, I'm sure you
I
haven't.
like that subject.
Talked about. I'm sure you haven't talked
Yeah,
about.
I like the subject. I got a lot of them that I could come up with for that subject.
I think
No
it'd
doubt.
be a funny episode.
Because Beans led a crazy life.
Yeah, we'll have to
I
get
know
Master
him too.
on. He's another one that got some accident stories.
I'll have to actually tame some of the stories down so you guys don't know who it is. I'll have to tell some of the tamer ones.
Well, that too.
If I tell you the extreme ones, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's Ty's dumbass." Or
well,
B.
if we can get Chris P up here with us during that, then because he also says that, so we could have like the big get lots of heavy hitters on here and listen to some of the wild stories. Anyway, let's get going. But yeah, sounds good. That works for me.
Somewhere, fire in the hole.
Oh, fire in the hole.
What day is that? What day is that?
Next Thursday, same time.
That's what this is.
Well, you went.
Yeah, just a New Year's kind of night, so we thought we would hang out.
It's
Yeah, I'm
funny,
definitely down for that one.
all the
Please
holidays
send me a
fell
reminder,
on
though.
People in the Boxes nights.
What, Bean? I'm sorry.
Both of the holidays fell on the People in the Boxes
Yeah,
nights.
the last 2 weeks we haven't had a real, not like a typical episode. So hopefully next week we can get our groove
Did
back.
you go out, Waylon?
No, I went on. I went on live with Nancy and Tom and
Nancy from Nancy's Own?
yeah, and went up there and I was playing VR. I was playing VR and then I shared it in, and they pulled it up on
Yeah.
screen. And then I went into their live stream again today, and there was one guy that was like, "Please, no FPS. It was hard to watch." I was like, huh? Like, you know, the thing,
No.
VR thing. And I was like, huh, all right, I'm out.
Mm.
I was like, I didn't tell
Oh.
them to put them. I didn't tell. I just said I shared it in if she wanted to watch it, but they were like watching it for a while, so I was just doing stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll be doing some more of that. Let's get going.
You and
All right, Bean.
Bean be on there together playing, huh?
Sometimes I'd like to play some more with you, man. I found some pretty
I
interesting
haven't been
games.
on in a while.
There's some newer games. You haven't played Standing Up yet, have you?
Yeah, a little bit. I have to in some of the games I play with my son.
Good. Because some of them are
Yeah.
better that way, actually. Less nauseous and more exercise, although I don't know if you can.
I don't
do
really get nauseous from it. Like, I did one time when I first played it, but not really
Can I
anymore.
ask you guys a question? You know, you've seen it, Waylon. I have one, but this was a secondhand one. But I was told that they have things that go over your glasses, so you can use your glasses with them. Is that true? Do you know?
The one that I have, you can put it over glasses because my son's mom has put it on a few times.
I was told you can get, like, for these Meta ones, you can get a different visor that your glasses it'll fit over.
So mine has an
Or something.
aftermarket cover. So you have the regular visor and then this like silicone like cover that goes all the way around it, and then it's kind of flimsy, comes off, but it once I push it on there and then put it on my head, that's probably all it is. 'Cause she doesn't have to put anything else on.
I have
See this?
something like that. Now you can't use my glasses, really. Can't you
take
adjust? Don't you adjust your lenses?
Only the
so you can
headband.
see without your glasses. No, the
The
actual
lens
lenses
itself
are adjustable.
doesn't on this. It doesn't move.
Yeah, it
So
should.
I don't think so. No.
Look underneath. Look yeah, isn't there?
Yeah, it doesn't move. This is volume and power down here too. They don't move. This is not the last
Yeah,
Meta, not the last
I
Meta
agree.
one, but the one before it.
MetaQuest 3.
I think that might
That's
be.
I have the MetaQuest 3, and I think you have the 3S. The 3S is newer than mine.
This one.
I believe
Or
so. Yours
Yeah.
being as the MetaQuest 2.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
yeah, I found a bunch of cool games, and I'm having fun with it. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Wish I could do it.
Yeah, well, because you can't see without your glasses at all.
No, because it just makes me sick.
I see.
You grab them both, and you can roll them into each other or away from each other.
Bean, did you hear the song that we played for the intro?
No.
It'll be a little loud, but we'll play it for the outro. It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but you'll hear some of it, I guess.
Oh, dude, they don't move at all.
They must not. That's weird. Yeah.
Hmm.
Now,
Don't
don't take this the wrong way, but I believe the 3S is like the
No, they do look like they're in like a cutout.
Well, see, my kid, which uses this, told me that you have to buy one of these that makes you can wear your glasses with it.
Mine has.
I
an
don't know how
extra
true that
cover
be, but
around it. Yeah, and it fits
one of these
around
black
her.
things.
The thing I have goes over that black thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is it's pretty badass song. I think you're gonna like it. Full volume, so be wary.
Suno? song?
It is, yeah. You heard it, I think.
Let's hear it.
It won't play. I think it's because we're in the son of a gun. It won't play. I'm pushing it in the studio. It's not working. So maybe I have to. Yeah, I got to refresh. I'll be right back.
Damn Rumble. Yeah, dude, that shit just makes me sick, man. Something about it, my eyes can't handle it. My brain.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that.
Did you have that for a little while, Bean?
I played. There's one game where it's like
Good
a
night,
roller
Caleb.
coaster,
Good night, Diane.
like a roller coaster where you
Yeah.
got to shoot at dinosaurs and shit.
Mhm.
That made me
We were talking
sick.
about that the other day.
That was the first time I played it, and then months later
So
I
bad.
bought one for myself, and I never got sick off of it since I got.
Mine's just
Bless
immediate.
you.
Like as soon as I put it on, and like even walking into the opening room there before I go anywhere, it starts. Within 10, 15 minutes, I feel like I'm going to throw up, so I have to take it off.
Dude, I used to get sick on this game where I had to climb out all over. Like, I'm looking down, dude. I'm on a mountain. I'm climbing. I'm like, it would make me feel that actual, like I fell one time and it's like, I felt like I was actually falling off the. But then, like, you get used to that pretty fast, and then it's over. You're like back to like, oh.
Yep. I connect the feeling to my fear. Oh, I didn't know he was.
He started saying something a second ago, but anyway, I'm gonna share I'm gonna see if this works now.
Yeah, I tried it for like an hour or two, man, max, straight, and like I said, I was almost.
That's a lot. That's a lot for a while in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't the beginning. The beginning, I noticed right away I didn't like it, but then I went back and tried again and again, and maybe another time. And the last time was like an hour, because I actually got into this game where you walk into a room that's like you remember the board game Guess?
Can you hear this music?
Like that.
I can't hear it.
You don't hear it?
No.
Nope.
I hear it on my other phone.
That is a problem.
It's playing on the live.
Everyone else can hear it, but you guys can't, and that was kind of the point.
Let's see if I can hear it on Facebook.
I was actually trying to let you guys hear it as well, so we can do it over here for just a little bit. It's pretty good. I think it's good.
Yeah, I heard it. That's the one you did with me on live.
Yeah, I don't think Bean heard it yet. I was trying to.
Yeah, I like it too. It's badass.
This is what I'm playing for the intro now, at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I like it.
And the words are good too, actually. Tiny squares.
Tiny squares of raging grace.
Tiny squares. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. All right, guys, we'll get out of here. We said this about an hour ago, so let's go. Have a good weekend. I'll be coming up with a new game for Sunday. You'll have to tune in to find out what it's all about. So we'll see you there. Peace. Bean, you got anything going on? You guys got a waffle happening right now? No?
Nope, just wrapped one up.
Sounds good. We'll see you later.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Kim,
Happy New
Bean,
Year.
Ty, and everybody in the audience. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Remember, everybody still has to eat. Peace.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wayland the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Wayland the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro setup, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Wayland's here, and he's